All right. Hey, everyone. What's going on? Welcome back to Thursday's edition of Z Talks. I hope you're all doing well, whether you're tuning in live right now or whether you're watching after the fact. Just thank you for spending your own time to just chill with me and my guests, where we just talk about anything and everything. If you're watching live right now, leave any comments in the chat box right over here on my side, and we will get to them. So I'll definitely answer any and all questions that you have. Please just be civil and respectful with your comments. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you're having a nice week so far, whatever you've been up to. Once again, for Z Talks tonight, I've got a completely jam-packed lineup, which I'm really, really excited around. Got some new faces here in the channel for the first time ever. Got some returning guests that you'll know of. So without further ado, and me rambling on by myself completely, I'm going to bring some guests on right now. So the first one is a guy who's got a really cool channel. He's very unique with his kind of like video essays and how he does his videos. And that is Paul from Off the Cover. So, hey, man, how you doing?
How are you?
Yeah,
Thanks
good. How are you? Yeah, pleasure, man. Yeah, you doing okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing awesome. First live stream with you guys. Very excited.
Yeah, man. Well, it's great to have you. So thank you for jumping on board and wanting to jump on the stream. And we were talking a little bit backstage before, and we were saying Paul's probably going to end up doing his own live streams at some point. So
yeah, hopefully very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So Paul, very quickly before I get the other guests on as well, do you want to just quickly plug your channel to everyone what it's about?
Sure, yeah. So I run Off the Cover on YouTube, and I talk about all things pop culture. So far, movies and TV shows. I want to branch out to video games since that's a big passion of mine. But I'm just on the quest for getting good movies and good TV shows. I want good stories, good character development, solid acting. And there's not been a lot lately. And so I'm just on the hunt for it all the time, whether it's now or in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know your most recent video was Grosse Point Blank. I've not seen it, so I'm
yeah, that was I think 1997 with John Cusack and Dan Aykroyd. I thought it was a great movie, kind of like a black comedy satire. It's kind of billed as a romantic comedy, but you know that didn't really pan out. And the movie was great. I remember seeing it in the movie theaters when I think I was in high school at the time. And I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to bring back that series of forgotten gems. Maybe you haven't seen this movie in a while. I've got so many ideas for that series. I was actually toying around with this really obscure movie, Class Act from like 1990, as well as White Men Can't Jump, which is, Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes. It was a fantastic movie, and I kind of want to remind people that there was such good movies back then.
Yeah, I absolutely couldn't agree more, and I think it's a cool series. I've not seen Grosse Point Blank, but on the channel about a year and a half, 2 years ago now, I actually covered the movie Class Act myself because it's the one I kind of grew up with teenagers. Awesome. Yeah, so I know how you feel. So yeah, very quickly, Paul's got an awesome channel, Off the Cover. Link is down below in the description box. He is going to be here for the first hour, but we have got some other guests joining us as well. Next up is another guest who is the first time here on the channel, but he does his own live streams every Friday night, and that is Scott, the movie critic. So, hey, Scott.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Yeah, thank you for joining me. And yeah, Scott, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about your channel?
Yeah, sure. So my channel is called Scott, a movie critic. I do quite a few videos in the past. Done a lot of ranking videos, stuff like that, and top 10 lists and Blu-ray collection videos. And but at the moment, I'm mainly focusing on my Friday night live streams, which are a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing those at the moment.
Sweet. Yeah, man. I always enjoy your streams as well. You always have usually Pete from Playtendo, who you'll see later on the stream.
Yeah.
Mike Cinema Axeman's usually there, or Andy from Forgotten World of Movies, and then Josh as well. A lot of people we know in the community and stuff as well. So yeah, Scott's a very awesome guy. Please go subscribe to him, and yeah, go check out his little short review on Terrifier 2. That's all I'll say.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that.
Hey, you're welcome. Next up, coming onto the stream is a veteran here on the channel. He has been on quite a few times, and he's a very close friend, and that is Jason, the Old Millennial. Hey, Jason.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hello, Jason.
Hey.
Good. How are you?
Oh, doing all right. We got a pretty good snow last night here in Kansas.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Is it? Did you get a lot of snow, or?
I think we got 4 inches or so.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I bet it's like mayhem on the roads and people not leaving the house and stuff, right?
Yeah, when you work the night shift and you're looking outside and you see the snow coming down, you're like, oh no, I gotta drive home in this.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I mean, I can see from Paul's kind of window there, it looks like it's nice weather there in New York, Paul, right?
Yeah, it's actually been superbly warm throughout the month of January and February. I think we got like a trace of snow, but it's like the longest, maybe like over 300 days without snow.
Wow.
I'm thankful for that because I don't want to walk in that. I don't want to drive in that. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing the differences. And like I was going to say, outside of Scott's window, but he's not got no windows behind him. So, but yeah, Scott, I mean, up here in Durham I am, it's pretty cold. What about you?
Yeah, it's pretty cold at the same area at the moment as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the weather contrast between all of us. Like 2 in the UK, 1 in New York, and 1 in Kansas. It's
definitely
crazy. So yeah, Jason's link is also in the description box below. I will get to Jason in a second, but I've got a couple of guests waiting also backstage. Next up is a good friend also to the channel, and she's been on for a couple of times now, and she's making a return, and that is Jamie Lee. So hey, Jamie.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you guys?
Doing good. Yeah, thanks for joining once again. It's been a while since you and C Talks the finale, I believe, last time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we've reopened that Thursday night box. It's good.
Right. Definitely. Well, Jamie, just before I get you to plug your channel, I'm going to introduce my last guest, and then I'm going to hand it over to you guys. And that is also a first-time guy coming to the channel, and his name is William. So, hey, William. Are you on mute, dude?
Mike's on mute.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey,
Thanks
good.
for having me. I'm good.
Hey, well, hey, you're welcome, man. Is it your first live stream, William?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever done anything like this. So it's exciting.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Oh, awesome. Well, hey, welcome, man. You're welcome here anytime. It's also Paul's first live stream as well, so it's pretty cool you guys get to do it for the first time. So yeah, man. So very quickly, William, because you're brand new here on the channel, people may not know you as of yet. Do you want to just plug your channel quickly and what you do over there?
Yes, I run a channel. It's William Barber, which is just my name. I upload, like movie reviews, movie rankings, that sort of stuff. All sorts. I also do a lot of like physical media stuff sometimes. I also do Letterboxd quite a bit. I'm very active there. Like I upload like a review a day or so. That's mainly where I am right now. I'm trying to get back to YouTube in the future, but Letterboxd is like, my main thing right now.
Sweet, man. Yeah, so I know like you are starting to get back into YouTube a little bit more, or like you have been on Letterboxd. I think I followed you on Letterboxd the other day actually. So yeah, been enjoying seeing your reviews. So yeah, so link to William's channel is down below in the description box. Very quickly, we have got 2 Action Star of the DLC, and I've subscribed to you all. So hey, that's awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, we're going to get to you guys' comments. So feel free if you're watching live right now, which is 22 people. So thank you so much. Leave any and all chats down there, and we will get to them. But yeah, so please go check out William. Also, Jamie, do you want to just plug your channel very quickly?
Yeah, I do TV show and movie reactions, reviews, and I've been lucky enough to get some interviews with people who I think are super awesome that star in those movies and TV shows. So that's what I do. And then on the weekends, I do live streams where I talk entertainment news with Mike. We do Z in the front row. And then I also do it on the following or bi-week, I think you guys call it, bi-weekly with my friend Tyrone from the Circle Club. So we do the same show, but different person. So yeah, that's what I'm up to on my channel.
Sweet. Yeah, Jamie's got a lot of very cool contests, and she's also done some really cool interviews, like with Chandler Riggs, for example. I will keep bringing that up, Jamie.
It blows my mind. I die every time I hear it. So good.
And And yeah, so me and Jamie also like talk off streams as well, and she's also got a very cool interview possibly lined up in the next couple of months. I'm not going to say anything for now.
We can't talk about that yet, but yeah, very exciting times to come.
Turning big, yeah. So please go subscribe to Jamie, and then lastly, Jason, I didn't forget about you. Do you want to just plug your channel very quickly?
Jason Old Millennial. I talk about movies and music and TV and all that kind of stuff, and I do a lot of rankings and lists and things like favorite movies and favorite albums, and I do a lot of Beatles content because I'm a big Beatles fan, which today is a big day for Beatles fans because 59 years ago the Beatles came to America, played at the Ed Sullivan Show today, so really cool moment.
Yeah, that's very cool, man. I know you're like a huge Beatles fan, and Adam from What the Gym as well, if he's watching, I know he is. So yeah, Jason, not too far off 200 subscribers, right?
Yeah, 181, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, please go support him. 19 people watching right now. Go subscribe to him, and then we'll get him to 200. So yeah, so again, I just want to thank Paul, Scott, William, Jamie, and Jason for joining me for this first hour. At least we have got some comments in the chat waiting, so we will get to them now. We've got two completely honest saying, hey all. So hey Roddy, hope you're doing well.
Roddy.
We've got Norin saying, how goes it, peeps? So hey Norin, hope you're doing well. And Roddy says, how are we all doing? I've not been great recently, but I won't get into it here. Yeah, well, I hope you're feeling better, man. Always here to talk if you want, drop me a message. But yeah, you guys all doing good?
Yeah, doing very well tonight, thank you.
Yeah, doing great, yeah. Glad to be here.
Yeah, man, glad to have you guys. And that's what I liked about like kind of like bringing Z Talks back and did people on different hours. Like Paul, I know like we've kind of checked out each other's content now for a while. Same with William as well. And I was like, right, get you guys on a stream. And when I found out it was your first ever stream, I was like, even better. Because we've all been there, like Jamie's done the first ever live stream, Jason, me, and Scott as well. Very quickly, I'm actually going to hand it over to Jamie, Jason, and Scott. I'm going to go Scott first. Scott, do you remember how you felt when you did your first ever live stream?
I do, yeah. I was absolutely petrified.
But then since though, you do it every week now, though, right?
I do, yeah. And I really enjoy doing them. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think it's just that whole confidence things as well, though, right? So
yeah, definitely.
And Jason, what about you? Did you have similar feelings?
Doing my own live stream or being on
yours? Like being on a stream for the first time or hosting one.
Yeah, I remember the first time being on somebody else's live stream. I think I was scared because I admired the people that I was on with so much. And when you watch somebody on YouTube, like, it's like a mini celebrity to me. Like, I don't know. I mean, they're not a celebrity, but to me, like, I watch them on YouTube. So I'm like, I watch you on my TV. You're like a celebrity. So yeah, when I first did like a live stream on my friend's Rich Strickler's channel, I was a little scared and nervous, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like these are like people I look up to.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's one of those like once you get on a stream first time, you kind of break those nerves in a little bit, and then you're like, it's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, they're normal people like me. Yeah. So.
Right.
He's not a diva.
Yeah.
Well, but not on screen, right, Mike?
That's right. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think it's like the same for all of us. Like I can probably say for all of us, and you guys chime in if you disagree, that we do this for just like it's a hobby and something for fun.
Yeah.
And especially like with Letterboxd, like with you, William, you were saying that recently you have been taking a Letterboxd and watching a movie a day, or at least trying to.
Yeah. I usually watch like one movie every night. And then I usually just log it the next day on Letterboxd with like a mini review, like a paragraph or two.
Wow.
Yeah, best way. It's a good way to keep track as well. So I've just been doing Letterboxd as well recently.
Yeah, I'm like obsessed with like keeping track of everything and like all the like stats and stuff. Like every movie I've seen. So like Letterboxd is really helpful for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. And Paul, what about you? Do you use Letterboxd?
I haven't yet. I usually just log everything in Excel. It's what I got on the computer. I watched your streams before where you're going over your movie tickets. We don't even have movie tickets anymore. Everything's like through an app. So I feel like, I don't know, log in and see what I've seen on Fandango. I kind of miss having those old movie stubs. Every once in a while I'll find something like, oh, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. I'm like, yeah, I remember when I saw that. So it was nice, and then everything got digitized.
Yeah, that's crazy to know though, because very quickly, like for you, Scott, William, Jamie, and Jason, can you guys still get like paper tickets or not?
Yeah,
I still get tickets. I keep them in like a folder.
Okay.
All my theaters that are near me are like local. They're not like the commercial ones. So they still give me like paper tickets.
You still get them. Cool. So Jamie, you do as well, right?
yeah, same. We still get tickets.
And Jason, what about you?
Yeah, I guess they don't look like tickets. They just look like a receipt or something. So it doesn't look that cool.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
keep mine either. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, thanks for the movie. Bye.
And Scott, what about you? Do you keep tickets at all?
Yeah, I've kept the last couple I've got. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, like I was going to say that, Jason, you're right though. It's like nowadays, usually at least here in the UK, it's like just like a receipt gets printed out, kind of thing. Which is a shame though, because I liked when you used to get like an actual kind of ticket format, like paper. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So quick story though is I went to the cinema recently, and I went to one that's not my usual one, and you can get the ticket on the app now, and it's just like scan the code and you enter the cinema. So I went in and I was like, can I have a paper ticket? And the woman was like, it's on your phone, like you scan the code. I was like, I know, but I kind of want the paper ticket. It's for my collection. And she's like trying to fight me on it for a while. She's like, no, it's on your phone. It's okay. I'm like, it's not okay. I need a ticket. So I got the ticket though, so it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, we've also got a Man Cinema Review saying, what up, Mike and friends? So hey man, I hope you're doing well. Got SoundLab Studios in Z Talks. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Thursday is Z Talks. Thanks for tuning in. We got Tim Jong-un Productions saying, hey all, what's up? Happy Thursday. So hey Tim, hope you're well. I've got the viewer Drew saying, hey, what's up? Hey Drew, hope you're good. And Man Cinema says, I want to start the chat off guns blazing. Okay. What are everyone's thoughts on the Ben Affleck, Matt Damon's Nike, Michael Jordan deal biopic titled Air trailer dropped today? I saw the trailer pop up on my YouTube suggested page, but I didn't see the trailer. Have any of you guys seen the trailer for this?
That's news to me.
What is it?
Never heard of it.
No.
I knew there was a Michael Jackson biopic coming out, but I didn't know Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Is Ben Affleck directing it? I think that's rings a bell, maybe.
That makes sense.
I think they're Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are teaming up to write it. Like,
Okay.
I think so.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Have they written anything since Good Will Hunting, like together?
Dogma. That's.
I don't know.
Did they do anything else?
I couldn't tell you. So I don't think anyone's seen the trailer. But I tell you what trailer I did see today. That was for a movie called Paint coming out, which is Owen Wilson playing Bob Ross.
I think I saw like a shot of that. Yeah.
And I didn't know they would make the Bob Ross movie, but now I do.
He had the full afro going on too. Hey.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. It was good.
Man.
I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw the picture.
I saw a picture.
Yeah.
But if you guys watch the trailer, right, the afro looks so bad. Doesn't look good. Let's have a look. Okay. So to answer your question, man, we haven't seen the trailer, so can't really comment on that. We've got Soph saying, hey guys, good to see everyone. So hey Soph, hope you're well. We've got Rocklaw saying hi all. So hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Saying hi to William as well. So hey.
Hello.
We've got True Action Stars at the deal saying, hey, hello, you wonderful people. So, hey, hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in.
I love these compliments always come in first. That's always great.
I know. That's what I noticed. Like last week on Z Talks, like the compliments just went flying.
You guys are beautiful. You guys are wonderful. I'm like, man.
I mean,
nice.
Did you pay them after, Jace? Did you pay him after?
I think he paid Norin because Norin's saying, look at this gorgeous cast of guests. Well,
Norin's just sucking up because he's coming on later.
Well, that's it. That's it. But yeah, hey Norin, well, thank you for the compliment, man. I hope you're doing well. Soph says, Scott, I'm going to ask what I always ask. Can we get Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat. There we go. It's the only time I do that tonight.
There you go. You got your one only. Worst case, rewind the stream. You can watch it again. I've got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights in. Yo. So, hey, Daniel. Hope you're well. So says, Jamie Lee, you'll be pleased to know I'm starting The Walking Dead very soon. Only 13 years late.
Yeah.
Never too late to start The Walking Dead, so it's never too late.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, so I'm sure you and Jimmy will be having multiple discussions about Walking Dead. One of their favourite things. Got Feature Junkie saying, hey guys, big fans of everyone. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Rocklow says, cool, Jansen. I don't know who Jansen is. We've got Jason. But he says, love the Beatles. I'm a big fan. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you Jansen tonight, Jason?
I think so.
Yeah. We've got quite a few comments, so you guys are killing it right now, so thank you for tuning in. We've got one here from Viewer Drew. Which performance in a music biopic do you like more? Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody, Taron Egerton, Rocketman, or Joaquin Phoenix, Walk the Line? Well, quick one, easy for me. Joaquin Phoenix, Walk the Line.
Yeah, that was a great movie. Absolutely. I mean, he killed it. I remember seeing that in the theater, and I was blown away at his performance. Which I'm actually excited. He's going to be playing Napoleon in a new biopic.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Did not know that. Wow. Okay. So I was going to go to you, Paul. So would you say Joaquin Phoenix out of the three?
I haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody or Rocketman. The only one I've seen was Walk the Line. But another music biopic that actually came out last year was Elvis. I thought it was, very well done. I forget the actor's name, but Tom Hanks knocked it out of the ballpark, playing Elvis's manager. Kind of like showed the tragedy of Elvis's life towards the end. It was very, very good movie, and I think it might be one of the nominees for the Oscars. At least in a couple categories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Elvis has got a couple of nominations from what I saw. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to go over to Scott. Who would you pick, Scott? Rami Malek, Taron Egerton, or Joaquin Phoenix?
I'd probably go with Taron Egerton. I think my favourite film is probably Walk the Line, but I think that I would slightly give a performance to Taron Egerton because I think he was absolutely incredible in Rocketman as Elton John. I think he played a really good part in that.
Yeah, awesome pick, man. I haven't seen Rocketman yet, but I've heard pretty good things about it.
Yeah, definitely, it's really good.
Oh, awesome. William, what about you? Which one would you pick?
I actually don't think I've seen any of them.
Okay.
I saw Elvis last year, like we were just talking about. I saw that. I thought Austin Butler, I think his name is. I think he was really good.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen a lot of like the music biopics.
Get you. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I would definitely agree with you guys about Austin Butler, though. Yeah, knocked it out the park. Jamie, have you seen any of these movies?
I've only seen Bohemian Rhapsody, and I liked it, but I think I liked it purely because, like, I grew up listening to that type of music. I didn't grow up listening to, like, Johnny Cash or, anything like that. But I did want to see there's a Whitney Houston one as well. I did want to watch that, but I heard bad reviews, so I've been a little bit turned off watching it. But yeah, I'm going to go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, Rami Malek's really good in that movie. So
he's an all-around great actor. His
he's good in
performance as
everything.
Mr. Robot was phenomenal.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Mr. Robot. I've just not seen the series yet. But yeah, I think it's one of those, Jimmy, where like, yeah, as you said, like if you grew up with that kind of music, that kind of helps it as well, I guess. So that's fair. And Jason, I know you're huge on music biopics, or like at least music itself. So which one would you go with?
I really liked Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury. I thought he looked exactly like him. He sounded exactly like him. The way he moved on stage. I mean, it looked like when I watched it, I thought they got Freddie Mercury to play the part. That's what I thought. I was like, how did they get Freddie Mercury to come back from the dead?
Back to life.
Like, amazing. I mean, I've never seen a transformation so good as Rami Malek, in my opinion. It's one of my favorite performances, to be honest. The only one out of the three that won the Oscar. The Joaquin Phoenix was really, really good as well in Walk the Line. Of course, and you got Jamie Foxx and Ray was really good. As you said, Austin Butler and Elvis. Yeah, been a lot of good performances with music biopics.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's, as you said, Jason, put perfectly, it's been a lot of good performances, or a lot of actors or actresses like transform themselves into that role. Very quickly commenting on what Jamie was saying before, though. Yeah, have any of you guys seen that Whitney Houston movie yet?
No, I haven't.
No, I've heard mixed things about it. I just haven't had a chance to see it yet. I want to, though, at least give it a shot, you know. But thank you for the question, Drew. I've got Harry saying, evening, guys. Can someone get Scott to see Mortal Kombat? He's already done it.
This must be a running joke you get all the time, hey, buddy?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I started it on one of my streams, and ever since it's just sort of took off for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's Scott's magic tricks that way he pulls out the party, and it gets everyone going.
Yeah.
So no, Scott's not going to do it again. He did his one-off. Rewind the stream if you want to see it.
Yeah.
We've got Forgotten World of the Movies. Andy saying, evening, guys. So, hey, Andy. Hope you're well.
Hello, Andy.
We got Matt from Vengeance Media saying, what up, guys? So, hey, Matt. Hope you're well.
Hello,
and we got Harry from Halen saying, hey, all, what's up? I wish I could be on. Found out yesterday he got COVID.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's too bad.
So, yeah, Harry was scheduled to come on a little bit later. We got COVID. So, yeah, quick recovery, man. Hope you're doing well. And hope that you can be on the stream soon and get to see Titanic in 4K as well soon. I know he's looking for that. Got to actually start the deal saying, Scott is very cute, the wife says. She'd love to adopt him.
Okay.
I don't know where that comes from, but fair enough.
Well, is the True Action's wife is always talking about Pete?
Yeah.
Right. Wait till Pete's on later. He'll be getting crushed on by the wife as well. We've got Adam from What the Gym. So, hey, Adam. He says, hey, guys, we'd love to be part of the next Z Talks. Yeah, you'll definitely be on soon, my friend. I'll get in touch. He says, I've got a question. Who's your favourite Spider-Man actor? Mine is Tobey Maguire. Okay, so this is a good question. A very big debate, yeah. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go over to William first. William, who would you go with out the three?
I think mine's easily Tobey Maguire. I grew up with the Sam Raimi movies. And then I wasn't a big fan of like the Amazing Spider-Man ones. I think Andrew Garfield's like the big standout in those. And then I think Tom Holland's fine. I liked him in the first one. I think it's kind of like, you know, he gives a similar performance. I'd say he's my second favorite. But yeah, I really like Tobey Maguire in the first the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's fair. I'm gonna very quickly just chime in and probably say, William, I agree with you. Tobey Maguire was like the first Spider-Man that I ever saw, like back in the cinemas. Like I saw 2 of the movies in cinemas. The only thing I will say though, Tobey Maguire is my favorite, but I think Tom Holland's the most believable in terms of high school age Spider-Man that he's meant to be. Over the
I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
I'm going to go over to Scott next.
I'm finding it really difficult between Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland actually, because I think they're both really good. I would say they're probably joint favourites, to be honest. I really enjoyed both of them quite a lot. And although Andrew Garfield is one of his favourite, I still think he's pretty good in the Amazing Spider-Man films.
Yeah, hey, that's fair point, Scott. Yeah, cool to hear your thoughts. I'm going to go over to Jamie next.
Yeah, it's a hard question because we grew up with Tobey Maguire, obviously, and Tom Holland's current. But I am in the minority, obviously, but I really like Andrew Garfield. I feel like when he's in the suit, like he embodies Spider-Man. Like he fits, just his movements is so fluid. Like he just is Spider-Man to me. And I know, nostalgia wants me to say Tobey Maguire because that's who I grew up with. And I do love Tom Holland, but I really feel like I love Tom Holland because he had that sort of banter and had that connection, I guess, to Robert Downey Jr. I think if he wasn't there to sort of not support him because he did great in his role regardless, but if he didn't bounce off other characters, like I would have loved to have seen him solo with nobody else, and just see if he could hold his own like that. So that's why I'm not going to say him, Tom Holland. But yeah, I don't know. Andrew Garfield for me. In saying that, they're like, I don't like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I don't think they're the better movies at all. But just actor-wise, like I really like Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, hey, Jimmy, that's a fair point. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I'm not a huge fan of the movies, but you're right. I think when he's in the suit, like his movements are like more emphasized than like Tom Holland's or Toby's. Like gets more into it, I feel. So I get where you're coming from. And then next, I'm going to go to Paul.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to agree. I really, really liked Andrew Garfield. The first Amazing Spider-Man movie was okay. The second one was a little bit of a hot mess. I've seen Andrew Garfield on stage playing the son in Death of a Salesman opposite Philip Seymour Hoffman before he passed away. And I mean, wow. Andrew Garfield, like he's an insanely good actor. I can't get enough of like any of his performances. Like he is so good. And as Spider-Man, I felt he embodied more of like the New York spirit. I remember there was one scene where he's like, "Hey, I'm swinging here. Which is a nod to that old Dustin Hoffman movie. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So yeah, I have to agree also that like him in the suit, like he definitely embodies Spider-Man. Obviously, like Tobey Maguire, we started out with him. I could also say an honorable mention is I don't know the actor's name, but the guy that played his voice on Spider-Man the animated series, like back in the 90s, was actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool story, man, as well. I didn't expect that about the Philip Seymour Hoffman show with play with Garfield. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that was an amazing play. The Death of a Salesman. The both of them, Philip Seymour Hoffman was an amazing actor, but like what really shocked me was how good Andrew Garfield was in that play.
Yeah, I can imagine. I think the thing is, though, right, is like Andrew Garfield, like Tobey Maguire's kind of being labeled as Spider-Man. Tom Holland's kind of getting that label as well. Whereas like Garfield hasn't got that label as such.
Yeah.
And he's done like performances, as you said, like Death of a Salesman. We saw him in Hacksaw Ridge. Tick Tick Boom a couple of years ago and stuff. So yeah, definitely the wider actor out of the three of them. And Jason, finally, how about you?
I have to go for Andrew Garfield. He's the best actor out of the three, and he's one of my favorite actors working today. Like anytime he's in a movie, I want to check it out. Yeah, and his Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, maybe not the best, but he gave a really good performance. I mean, even the emotional scenes he's really good in. But he was also really funny. The comedic scenes were really good as well. So I really liked him. Like I said, I can see anything with him in it.
Yeah, I agree, Jason. Yeah, fantastic actor. One of my favorites as well. I hope he's in more stuff, to be honest with you. But yeah, thank you for the question, Adam. I've got another one here from True Action Star about his wife. He's like, "What time does Playtendo come on?" The wife is in anticipation.
I do it. Yeah.
Pete's going to be on between 9 and 10 at some point then. So come back there, my friend. We just have a cool question here. He says, "What is your favorite Disney property?" Now, I'm assuming we're excluding Pixar here, or are we including Pixar?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it means like film property.
Are we excluding Marvel and Star Wars as well? Because they're owned by Disney now.
It's a big property, yeah.
Everything's owned by Disney.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, we'll come back to this question. Reaction Star, if you're still watching, let us know a bit more specifics about what you mean with the question. Because you guys made some really good things. It's a really wide scope. Got Norin saying Ben and Matt did the last duel together, I believe.
Yeah, they were in it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I've not seen that one, so I can't comment. A good reaction says, if you could spend the day with any actor or actress, who would it be?
Oh dear.
About to heat up in here, I think.
I'm
gonna go with Scott first.
I'd like to spend the day with Sylvester Stallone for some reason, just because he's one of my favourite actors, and I grew up watching a lot of his films when I was a kid, so I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, Stallone's got a really cool filmography that I'm starting to slowly dive into, thanks to Rashad. So yeah, great pick, Scott. And are you going to be getting the Rocky Steel books, by the way?
I'm getting the Knockout Legacy collection on 4K. Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, so that's going with Sylvester Stallone. William, who would you go with?
That's a pretty tough question. I think Keanu Reeves seems like a pretty cool guy. It's hard to judge, actors' personalities and if you actually want to hang out with them. I think from interviews, I think Keanu Reeves seems like someone who'd be fun to spend a day with. Scott said, Sylvester Stallone, if I saw him in real life, that just feel not real, because he seems like just a movie star and not a real person.
Right.
So yeah, I'd probably go Keanu Reeves, or I might just go Stallone or something, just so I could see him in real life.
Yeah, hey, great pick, man. Yeah, Keanu just seems like one of the coolest guys ever. And he's just randomly showing up to people's weddings and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, great pick. I'm gonna go with Paul next.
Well, if I was going on a date, I'd have to pick Margot Robbie. But if I were to pick one, I'd definitely go with Arnold. I was watching Tulsa King the other day, finishing up. I realized that, both of them are 75, 76 years old. And I'm like, man, what the day they pass away, I'm dreading it, because they're such a big part of my childhood. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he did everything with his life, bodybuilding, movie stars, governor of California. It'd be such a cool guy to hang out with. I definitely love to go to the gym with him, so he gives me a few pointers. But yeah, I read his autobiography. The guy is just absolutely amazing. So I'd love to spend some time with him if I ever got a shot.
Yeah, nice pick, man. Yeah, Arnold be a cool one to kind of pick his brains about everything, really.
Yeah, I was gonna say, autobiography is one of the best biographies I've ever read. Yeah. It's so fascinating.
Yep. I mean, it's a great story of an immigrant. It's the quintessential immigrant story. He came here with nothing and got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a really cool story, I can imagine. I've not read the autobiography, but it sounds great from what you guys were saying. I'm going to go with Jamie next.
We all know my answer. Ashton Kutcher, for the wrong reasons. But if I was being serious, probably Andrew Lincoln. He seems like a lot of fun. He plays a lot of pranks on people, and he's got a real good sense of humor from what I've heard on set. I like those sorts of people. They don't take things too seriously, but at the same time, when he is in roles, he just is serious. He can just act really well, and he's in a variety of things now. So yeah, I'd have a good time with him, I think.
Nice.
Career-wise.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good pick, Jamie. Yeah, I think he'd be a cool guy. I think Ashton would be pretty cool as well.
I thought you were going to say Thor. But...
Oh, Jace. Not after that last performance. I've seen enough.
He's Australian, and
he is, yeah. I would prefer his brother, if I'm being honest, but
okay.
I'm not going to pick and choose, am I? You're not going to turn down a Hemsworth, that's for sure.
No. And Jason, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah, my first thought was Emma Stone, but then I'm married, so then I thought that probably wouldn't be a good idea. So Really, I would. It'd be Tom Hanks. He's my favorite actor of all time. I would be such a fanboy. I would annoy him to death about questions about Forrest Gump and Paul 13, and he'd probably get annoyed with me. But man, I'd love to meet him.
Yeah, Tom Hanks would be an amazing one to meet. I think he seems like such a cool guy.
Yeah.
So Jason, you kind of stole my answer in a way. I would go Emma Stone, and I would say to my partner, I'm going to have a hall pass for the day. Taking Emma Stone. I'm sure she won't mind. I'll give her one in return for whatever actor she likes, you know. But I don't know. I just think in general that Emma Stone seems like such a cool, kind of relaxed, kind of like funny personality kind of person.
Yeah.
So I think she'd be fun to hang around with for the day.
Margot Robbie's a good one too, though. When he said that, oh man, that's a good one too.
Yeah. More Margot Robbie. I think that's all what we like.
Yeah.
And especially Jamie can't wait for Barbie coming out this year either.
Can't wait. And she's an Aussie. Like, come on. I love that girl.
Right. We've got Matty Boy commenting, best movie of 2022. Love your vids. Well, thanks, Matty. I mean, I did a top 10 list myself. I don't know. I know Jason did as well. Did you guys do top 10 lists?
No,
I did a top 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet, then, William. So, what's your favorite last year?
That was a tough one, but my favorite was Avatar. I think I just loved it. I thought it was so epic, and I loved the world building in it. I'm trying to remember what my number. I think my number 2 was The Northman, the Viking movie. I really like that one. I think those are my top 2.
Sweet. Yeah, well, hey, some good picks, man. Definitely 2 really great with cinematography and stuff as well. So get where you're coming from. My number 1 was The Batman, and I think number 2 was Top Gun Maverick, if I'm not mistaken. Jamie, what was your favorite movie of last year?
Yeah, you took it. Mine was The Batman. I feel like I didn't do a list because I felt like I didn't watch enough movies compared to other people. I was like, did I even watch 10 movies? Because, I stream a lot. So series a lot. So Batman, and then I would say Wakanda Forever, and everyone hated it, but I really liked Doctor Strange, so whatever. So those are my 3.
Sweet, yeah, it's cool to have a difference of opinion. So that's awesome. And Scott, what about you?
My favourite film of last year was Everything Everywhere All at Once. I just think it was one of the most creative and most original films that I'd seen in quite a while, so it's sort of a breath of fresh air for me, and it was just so fun to watch as well. I had an absolute blast with that film. So, yeah, that was definitely my favourite. And I think my second and third favourites were The Batman and Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, it was some nice picks, man. And, yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once was very creative. And I think it had 1 editor, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Oh, 100%. It's a great picks. Jason, what about you?
Yeah, my favorite movie was a movie nobody ever talks about. I don't think anybody saw it, and it's called Emancipation. It's on Apple Plus. It's Will Smith playing a runaway slave in Louisiana, somewhat based on a true character. But man, it's just a really great Anthony Fuqua directed it, and man, it was amazing direction, cinematography, great performance from Will Smith, and very emotional movie. And I don't know, I was really swept up in it, and everybody else is like, oh, that movie's terrible. I'm like, oh, I got so emotional in it, and I thought it was such a really well-made movie, but nobody talks about it.
Yeah, that's a cool pick. I've yet to see that one, but I've heard mixed things on it as well. Yeah,
there is.
But I like Will Smith. I recently the other week I watched Pursuit of Happiness again for a good while.
That's such a good movie.
I was in tears at the end of it.
Yeah.
You always cry in his movies. Hey, he's so good. I mean, personal life aside, he's a fantastic. He's my favorite actor, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's great.
Yeah, he's a great actor. Got a huge range as well. So
yeah,
definitely. And Paul, what about you?
I had to be corny, but I love Top Gun Maverick. It was just back to fun. When I went to see it in the theater, it was just everything was back to normal again when I saw it. But that being said, there was a lot of good movies. People mentioned The Batman. I really liked the cinematography in that. And then The Northman I thought it was, a great, take on Hamlet. And I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I think my top pick would be Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, sweet pick, man. And I think Top Gun Maverick, was the movie that was like the longest in the cinema for like quite a long time.
Yeah.
Like every week I'd be like, Top Gun Maverick's still out? How? But yeah, great movie. I hope they don't make another one, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
But I have a bad feeling they're probably going to.
Well, they say it saved cinema this last year. I mean, nobody was going to the movie theater, and Top Gun really was the one that brought everybody back. That and Avatar are probably two big movies of the year that cinemas has not done very well, from what I've heard. And those two, if they can make more like those, maybe they can bring people back. But
yeah, a lot of movies had the bad luck of coming out during the past 3 years and just didn't get much play. Like I thought Tenet was a masterpiece. I know that's a controversial opinion, but it had the bad luck of coming out in July of 2020, and nobody saw it. And I went to the theater 2 or 3 times to see it because I was enamored with it.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like only certain movies have, as Jason said, like done really well where people have gone out to see it. And then the likes of what you were saying, Paul, there's been movies that's dropped during that kind of recovery of COVID kind of phase where it's just been like people were still hesitant to go out, but Nolan was insistent to drop the movie. So bit of a tough one. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what to do with Top Gun going forward. We've got Sean, the Star Emperor, saying, Paul. So hey, well,
he's a good friend of mine. I've known him since like the beginning of high school. He's in the music industry out in LA. Really cool guy. Hey, Sean.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Hey, Sean. Well, thank you for tuning in, man, and supporting Paul. That's awesome. And we've got Josh saying, hey, all. So, hey, Josh. Hope you're well.
Josh.
We've got Soph saying, what would be your plan of attack in a zombie apocalypse? Like, what weapon would you have?
Well, I definitely wouldn't be like Joel and just carry around a sniper. That's for sure. Oh, dear.
Same. I don't know. Jason, what would you carry?
Well, if I could, I mean, is this a fantasy question, I guess? Because I don't own a weapon. So, I mean, to me, the best weapon was the samurai sword that one, what was her name? Sean or something? Sean.
Yeah.
I thought that was the best weapon, man, because, man, you can slice some heads off, and guns are bad because you run out of bullets. So, to me, you have to have a good melee weapon that you can really just stab people and stuff like that. So, I think the samurai sword would be great.
Yeah,
I think that's a great pick. I would have gone with an axe, but samurai sword's good as well. Paul, what weapon would you have?
That's a fantastic question. A lot of video games taught me that, if I have one gun, I can't, like the game Fallout, I have to have that specific ammo for it. So guns would be pretty kind of useless. Yeah. But one game, Dying Light, had this guy like carrying around a huge wrench or a baseball bat with nails in it. So I'd pick one of those. I think the wrench would be a good melee weapon.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. So far, we've all kind of gone like melee weapons. But I'm gonna go throw it over to the zombie expert, Jamie. What would you go with?
Yeah, I really like the bows because, as Jay said, you want something that's like can slice and dice, but also you have to be within like a certain range in order to slice and dice. Whereas with the bow, you could get sort of longer range. Yeah, but as long as you go, obviously, retrieve the arrows because they're going to run out just like bullets would. So, yeah, bow or samurai sword. But again, like this is overthinking it all, but you've got to have the strength as well to like slice someone's head off with a samurai sword. I probably don't have that strength. I'm probably just going to like pull a trigger. If I survive that long anyway. But yeah, that's my choice.
But yeah, I think the bow's pretty good choice as well. Yeah, something different. And Scott, what weapon would you have?
Maybe either some machine gun or a machete, something like that.
Oh, nice. Would you not go Mortal Kombat on them?
Could do. Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
This is use my hands. No.
No, good pick, man. I think it's just like with the gun, though. It's like if you run out of ammo, you're a bit screwed, I guess. But
Yeah, that's
least
the
you-
only issue with that. Yeah,
at least you can take some down in your wake, though, right?
definitely. Yeah.
And William, what about you?
I would definitely agree with like the like melee weapon answers. I love this question because I used to like think about this all the time when I was in like middle school. I was like obsessed with zombies. But like something like a machete or something that's probably won't get like stuck, but you can still like slice through them.
Yeah,
Or, like the katana sword, like what
Mm.
it was said.
Mhm.
That's cool. I can imagine you just saying that, like you used to think about it in middle school. I can imagine just you doing like everyone's doing the work in class, and he's William just like, right, what weapon can I do in the zombie apocalypse?
Where will I
Making a
go?
list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like really into like The Walking Dead, and like I watched tons of like zombie movies on Netflix. Way
What a
back
good
then.
man.
What are your favorite zombie movies?
I think I really liked Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. I watched that one recently. I loved that movie. I haven't seen the original by George Romero. So I'm sure that's good, but I haven't seen it. I think Zombieland was a really fun spin on like the zombie apocalypse. That one as well was really cool.
That was a good one. I really like that one.
Yeah, it's good picks, William. I would say George Romero Dawn of the Dead is also really good as well.
Definitely.
But the remake with Zack Snyder ones, yeah, I go that one quite a bit if I can. I really like that one. I know they've recently just done it on 4K as well, so I've been meaning to pick it up. Hopefully soon. We've got here Josh. He says, rewatched Bones and All last night, and I fell in love with it. A superbly bleak exploration of cravings and lust. Just adore it. Okay, so first, I just wanted to say before I say anything, Josh, I respect your opinion, man, and I know you love the movie. If anyone's seen my channel and my list, I hated the movie, so I can't agree. I'm going to leave it at that. Have you guys seen Bones and All?
I haven't
I
seen
haven't
it.
yet. No.
No.
No. Okay. I'm not going to say any more because if you haven't seen it, I'd rather if you did check it out, go on with your own opinion. But yeah, Josh loves it and I hate it, so two complete opposite ends of the fence. That's all I'll say. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, Josh. You got your action star saying, "What's your favorite movie vehicle?" Well, you guys probably know mine by now.
The DeLorean, right?
Right. So that's me done. Scott, what's your favorite movie vehicle?
It's probably with DeLorean as well. Yeah, just so good, iconic, love it.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Jamie, what about you?
The Batmobile. I think I've talked to you guys about on my channel that I was going to put up a Batman Legacy video. It's like this walkthrough experience at Movie World where they've got like props, vehicles, outfits of things that they used in the Batman movies, like from history. Some of it's replicas, but some of it's also what they used in the movies. And yeah, just seeing the Batmobile like up close, it's like, wow, it's huge. It's like sleek. It's beautiful. I like it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to see that video if you ever put that up.
I still have to, yeah.
Okay, quick question then, Jamie, before I go to the other guys. Which one's your favorite Batmobile though?
Oh God. I don't know. I'll rewatch that video because there was also like the Bat bike as well. That looked really cool. I don't know. I have to think about it.
Fair. Jason, what about you?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Batmobile, but Jamie said that one already.
Yeah.
I love the old '60s Batmobile with Adam West, and I don't know. I grew up watching that as a kid, and I always thought that was a cool looking car.
Yeah, it's a cool pick, man. Yeah, it's a unique style Batmobile anyway.
Yeah,
definitely. And William, what about you?
You have to go with the Batmobile, right? I think like the Dark Knight trilogy, I think the Tumbler is what it's called.
Yeah.
Just has such a cool screen presence, and like Nolan like directed it so well, especially with like Hans Zimmer's score. I think it really makes the Batmobile really cool, and the Dark Knight particularly with the whole trilogy.
Yeah, great pick, man. Yeah, Dark Knight's one of my favorite movies as well. The trilogy. Great pick. And Paul, last but not least, what about you?
Well, you already stole my idea of the DeLorean because I think it's the most useful vehicle. But I'm going to buck the trend and say the turtle van from the original Ninja Turtle cartoon.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a great pick. Didn't even think of that one. Yeah, something different as well. We've got HB saying, I would be interested in spending a day with Denzel Washington. I like training day. Yeah. Right. We've got viewer Drew saying, which action movie sequel do you think is worse than Terminator Genesis or A Good Day to Die Hard?
Speed 2, Cruise Control.
Yeah.
That's a terrible movie.
That's bad.
I've not seen that one, but sounds like shouldn't. From top of my head, I'm going to go Taken 2. Didn't need it. Bad movie. William, what about you?
Off the top of my head, there's not many. I wasn't a big fan of Terminator Genesis as a big Terminator fan, so there's not many worse than that. I'd probably go with I didn't really like Rambo Last Blood. I just didn't think it ended really was. I think it was pointless to have this finale that just didn't do anything for the franchise. I really like many of the Rambo movies. It's that one is easily the weakest of the. I think there's 5.
Yeah, it was like Stallone met Macaulay Culkin in that movie. Yeah. It's a bad pick.
Yeah, it is actually. Good point.
Yeah, it goes bonkers, that movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Jamie, what about you?
I don't really watch a lot of action. So, I haven't even watched Terminator Genesis. And I don't watch James Bond stuff. So, I can't really answer it, to be honest. I don't watch it. Don't watch war. Don't really watch a lot of action. Pretty boring.
Fair. I won't ask you in case,
Yeah, I'm with Jace. We just watch love and, happy things.
Shotgun wedding.
Yeah, Shotgun, which is absolutely fun time. Same.
Fair. Scott, what about you?
Surprisingly, I actually haven't seen those 2 sequels, but I agree with William. I wasn't a massive fan of Rambo Last Blood either. I thought it was pretty boring, to be fair.
Yeah, it takes a little while to get going, and you don't care for the characters as much as the other ones, I think.
Definitely. It doesn't really feel like a Rambo film either to me, to be fair.
Nah, took a complete different arc to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Where you come from. And then Jason, lastly but not least, but what about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I go with A Good Day to Die Hard. I thought, it was pretty bad. And I was a real big fan of Live Free or You Die Hard? It's probably my favorite of the Die Hards, which is the one before that one. And that was, it was really disappointing because I love the Die Hard character by Bruce Willis. But you guys mentioned some really good ones. Last Blood was absolutely terrible. I agree. I hated that one. Taken 2 and Speed 2 were really bad too. Those are all good choices.
I got an even worse one than Terminator Genesis is Terminator Salvation.
Yeah, you can go with a couple of those Terminators.
Basically anything after 3.
Yeah.
So I think I've said this before on a stream at some point, but Paul, the only Terminator I've not seen is Salvation.
That's so that was the one with Christian Bale, actually. But I meant to say Dark Fate. Dark Fate was actually specifically very bad.
That was the last one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like Dark Fate at all, and especially what it did with the first 5 minutes of that movie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That movie was gone at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it completely retconned everything that you grew up with and loved. Terminator 2 is one of the best movies of all time, hands down on its own. Right. And to just erase it from history, that's the sort of stuff that kind of makes me angry when Hollywood does that.
Yeah, I agree, and especially with James Cameron executive producing that. And I can't believe he agreed and signed that to be like, yeah, do that, you know. I don't know what he's thinking. But yeah, very quickly, we've got time for one more couple of comments before we get to 9 o'clock. I've got Josh saying, have you guys seen the Whitney Houston biopic? We said before we hadn't seen it yet. He said, I saw it yesterday and thought it was awful, so boring, and felt like the Asylum made it.
Yeah, Josh gave a bad review on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 1 star. Now saying that the Asylum made it, though, I think that, I don't know if that's pushing it maybe a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of came and went. Nobody really talked about it, right? You know, usually a music biopic is usually kind of an Oscar type movie that they try to push the actress or actor into the Oscar conversation, but I don't think anybody talked about Whitney Houston. I forget what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. It was like one of her songs is the name of the movie.
I Want to Dance, wasn't it?
Somebody like that.
Yeah.
And I like Whitney Houston, so I'd be interested in watching it. But sometimes, yeah, you never know. Those can do really great. Sometimes they're duds, but.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, I want to check it out as well. I think it unfortunately just got squished by Avatar coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad marketing. I think if it was out where no movies were out, like say in January, it probably would have been viewed a lot more.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of came in the really big, busy season where all the Oscar movies are coming out, and so it probably got left behind because of that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that last year. I remember I saw 3,000 Years of Longing, and it got like no marketing whatsoever. And I'm like, this was a really good movie.
Yeah, I agree with you, Paul. Yeah, I was taken back by like I really enjoyed that movie as well.
Is that the Tilda Swinton movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, her and Idris Elba. Yeah. And we've got Sean the Star Emperor saying Tom Holland is his favorite Spider-Man. Yeah, it's a fair pick. Well, we're coming up to the hour of 9 o'clock. So just before we do, we've got Scott, Jamie, and Jason staying on, but we're all going to be saying bye to Paul and William in a second. So very quickly, Paul, I'm going to go to you first. Do you want to just promote what you've got coming up onto your channel?
Yeah, so I'm going to bring back the Forgotten Gems series that I started last year, getting back like all these movies that you may have not thought about for a while. And then I'm going to continue doing my reviews of The Last of Us. My videos on Andor did really well. So once The Mandalorian comes out, I'll be in full swing reviewing each episode as they come. So I'm a big fan of Star Wars. And I like what Jon Favreau's been doing with The Mandalorian.
Yeah, it sounds like great, man. And completely agree with you about Jon Favreau with The Mandalorian. Season 3 looks cool. I'm intrigued. Check it out. So yeah, Paul's got some awesome content. The link to his channel is down below in the description box. Please go subscribe to Paul. And lastly, William, do you know roughly when you might be coming back to YouTube?
Yeah, so I have a few videos I'm like planning to kind of make in the next few weeks or so. I just have to like sit down and record them. Recording's like usually the thing that like takes the longest for me just to like actually get the time to do it. I'd like to do like a lot of like personal like videos, like top 10 favorite movies, top 10 favorite horror movies, that kind of stuff, because I haven't really done many of those on my channel. I want to do stuff like that, as well as trying to get back to like weekly reviews. I think like Ant-Man's coming out soon. Then there's the Cocaine Bears coming out. So I'll do reviews for those hopefully.
Sweet, man. Yeah, it'd be great to see you back. And yeah, William's got some really cool videos on his channel, so please go subscribe to him, go support him as well. But yeah, I just want to thank Paul and William very quickly for joining me for this first hour, guys, and definitely get you back.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was nice to meet all of you.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, you too, man. See you guys in a bit.
Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, we have got another guest joining us at 9 o'clock as well. But yeah, very quickly, yeah, you've got Jason till 10, Scott till 10, and Jamie as well. And a guest joining us at 9 o'clock right now is, you saw him on the stream last week. He's coming back once again, and that is Matt from Vengeance Media. Hey, Matt.
Guys, what's going on?
Hello, Matt.
You all right, mate? How's it going?
you?
All right? Yeah,
Yeah,
not too
good.
bad. Not too bad. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Awesome.
Good. Yeah, it's great to have you again, man.
Can you guys hear me all right this time? I've got headphones in this time, so I don't know if you guys can hear me all right, but
Yeah, can hear you good.
Yeah.
Amazing. Let's go.
Oh, good. So yeah, Matt, I've got your link down in the description box for your Instagram for people to follow you as well. So yeah, buddy, great to have you back again. I'm expecting it to be X-rated Z Talks again tonight.
This is where the quality of the stream just goes downhill, guys. I'm so sorry. It's like, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
man, it's good to have you back, man. So thanks for coming back once again.
Cheers, my man. If there's any young kids watching, go to bed.
Yeah. But I did make the stream not for kids, so we shouldn't have any. So it should be good. Matt, we've just been going through some comments, my friend. So we had one about like bad action sequels. And HB saying Terminator, Genesis or Die Hard, A Good Day to Die Hard, tough. I'd go with A Good Day to Die Hard as worse. It was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That was wank. It wasn't a great time. Yeah.
Yeah. Really bad movie, that one. Didn't like it at all. And Josh is saying his favourite Spider-Man is Bully Maguire all the way. Yeah, absolutely. I've got Lego News saying yo. So hey, Lego, hope you well. He says, have you heard of the announcement of Toy Story 5, which fans are not happy with? That stupid decision. They should have ended the franchise with 4. Yeah, I'm going to go through each one of you guys, get your opinion as well. But I agree, yeah. I think number 3 had like a really nice emotional kind of ending to it. And then number 4 was Tom Hanks saying it was the last time he's going to do Woody. So they obviously give him a send-off. Now, in number 5, they maybe give him some crazy money to bring him back. We don't know. I don't think it's needed. Scott, what about you?
Yeah, I did hear about the announcement, and I'll look forward to it just because I love the franchise, but I don't think it is necessary at all. I think they should probably have ended that for.
Yeah, that's fair. And Jason, what about you?
Yeah, probably like Buzz Lightyear kind of bombed. Let's bring back Toy Story, maybe what they're thinking. I don't know. I'm shocked because the 4th one really ended the series. I mean, the 2 main characters, the 2 most important characters of the franchise, say goodbye to each other at the end of that. And it's a very emotional scene. And so, yeah, I'm good with that being over. That was such a good send off. And the 3rd one would have been a great ending as well. But I love Toy Story. It's one of my favorite franchises. I suppose if they can make it good, I'll be on board. But if they said goodbye, I don't know what it's going to be. I guess I'd be curious what the storyline is.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's going to have us all kind of wondering until it releases a teaser trailer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get where you guys are coming from. Jamie, what about you? What do you think about this Toy Story 5 announcement?
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm really shocked by it as well. I've seen 3 and I thought that was really emotional. So I haven't watched 4. And then I was like, didn't they close that chapter? Like, what?
Right.
Why are we reopening it? Yeah. Money grab, if you ask me, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it probably doesn't help with, like, Lightyear didn't do well last year, or Strange World as well.
Yeah.
So they've lost some money.
Because they'll make money. I mean.
Oh, yeah. You'll have people like us, like, their day want to see Toy Story 5 and see what it's about.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, I echo what the lovely Australian lady just said. It's
Hello, by the way.
Hello, how's it going? All right.
Good, thanks.
Good.
Nice to meet you.
I'm going to be on my best behavior tonight because there's a lady present. So
we got a lady now. So.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no dirty jokes. Yeah, no, I thought the 4th was very mid. Personally, I think they should have ended it at 3. I thought the 3, was good. But yeah, it's not necessarily needed a 5th movie. Like I say, it's just a cash grab. And obviously the news with, with Frozen 3, just like, why?
No, I'm down for the Frozen 3.
Yeah.
I'm all good for a sing along.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'd rather have a Tangled 2, to be honest. So I think Tangled was way better. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Toy Story 4 was mid for me, so I'm probably going to go, I don't know. I'll go see it, obviously, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, no, that's fair dues, man. I know with Jamie, by the way, Matt, like, her daughter listens to it all the time and sings the song to her all the time, so...
Yeah, Frozen's a big hit in my house.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's catchy. The first one was. I didn't really rate the second one that much, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the first one's a massive hit, and obviously, would you say, Jamie, probably the better songs out of the two are the most known ones?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've got Josh adding to the conversation. He's saying Disney are laying off 7,000 people, yet making 200 million sequels to movies we don't need. I doesn't sit right with him. I think that's a fair point.
They're having trouble, I think, over in Disney. I thought they had they've had a lot of trouble. They've changed the CEO recently, and their stuff hasn't been doing very well. So they're definitely trying to make some changes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Make a sequel to a classic. Yeah, that would do it. I mean,
but I think it's one of those, though, right? Like, you've got that huge fan base for Frozen, so people's going to go see that straight away. Toy Story 5, people love Toy Story in childhood, like a lot of us probably, so we're going to go see Toy Story. And Zootopia 2 as well. Like, quite intrigued by that decision.
Yeah, Inside Out is going to be coming out.
Right. It's going to be interesting once they decide what they're doing over at Disney. I don't even think they know themselves at this point. They're just like, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that. That sounds like a great idea. We'll do that. We've got Mark Goodman. He says, I'm so sick of Marvel movies. Once they start putting out all these shows, it felt like keeping up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we talk about this every time we do a live stream, Mike. Every single time.
I agree. Yeah, and he says, just to add to this very quickly, he says, not to mention that Disney Marvel machine has been a massive detriment to movies in general.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's so much fatigue. Like, I used to be hyped when, like, the first round of Avengers movies were coming out, like Iron Man, the Avengers, Thor. I was like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. Like, and then, like, I don't know, it's just since then, it's just like, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, now phase 5. I was just getting sick of it. And it's not just the movies, you're right. It's like Disney Plus now are doing their own spin-off shows, and it's just like, it's like shoving it down your throat, and it's like too much. I mean, I've just had enough of Marvel. Well, not just Marvel, just superhero stuff in general, you know. I think the only thing that I'm kind of excited for is the Batman 2, and I think that's it.
Yeah, definitely. I think we talked about this last week as well. Yeah, Batman 2 and Joker 2 I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, though, in Jamie Lee's defense with the Disney Plus shows, she did love She-Hulk, so...
that's my favorite. How did you know?
Hey? What? Hold
He's
on a
taking
minute.
the piss. Oh, Lordy. That ruined me, honestly. After that, I was like, should I even continue with Marvel? Like, I was so insulted. As a fan who's watched this shit, even when it was shit, you know, like, I stuck by them. And then to just have her swing on out, and not even in a creative way, like, she could have swung on out and jumped into another movie, been like, oh, I'm jumping into She-Hulk, you know, series 2 or something cool and creative, but just wiping that history, it was like, what the fuck did I just sit through 9 episodes of that? It wasn't even 9, it was 6. It was 6 episodes because I was pissed off about that to start with. Anyway, we're getting on a rant that we probably don't want to be on. She-Hulk sucked. The end.
You made it to 6 episodes.
I made it through the whole lot and watched that insulting ending. Like, but
oh my God.
I feel like that movie really did Chadwick justice, Marvel fans justice. I feel like it brought us back there. Okay, we can be serious. Not everything has to be stupid jokes that do not land. And I don't know. I just felt like, yes, we're back. we're back on track. And
Yeah.
now with Kang coming in, big bad Kang, like I feel like we might be good for a little bit. It'll be good, hopefully.
Well, did you guys see the rumor the other day about Galactus? Did you hear that rumor?
No.
Nah.
So the rumor, what I saw in like a post the other day, is I think they were saying Galactus is going to be the main bad guy in MCU in phases 7, 8, 9, and 10.
God,
And I
there's
was like,
phases 7, 8, 9, 10.
I know, and I was thinking,
Holy.
fuck that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Hell. We're gonna get there first.
Yeah. Jesus
What are we on
Christ.
right now?
5.
We're on 5? Okay.
Oh, we're about to start 5 with Ant-Man, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did anyone see the leaked post-credit scene?
No,
I
no
did.
thanks.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
I ain't saying shit, but I'm pissed.
What movie you talking about?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it got spoiled for me on Instagram. I was like, you bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here for me, Matt. A guy called the Disc Father for me.
Yes! The Disc Father, man.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
follow him. Yeah.
What a troll. What a troll. If you're watching this, Disc Father, fuck you.
He sounds like yeah.
Right.
I won't be following that account, that's for sure.
I will say though, P.S. Disc Father, love your content. Besides the post credits, keep it up. Oh man, he honestly gets the best news about upcoming 4Ks, Blu-rays, everything,
does,
and he
yeah.
posted that post credit today. I was like, you twat.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's false and fake, and hopefully it's all made up and he's just trolling people. But I don't know.
It did look pretty legit.
It did.
I don't know about you guys, but I've still got to wait like 5 days even to see it. So I'm like,
my God.
please don't spoil shit.
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
When does it come out for you guys?
Tomorrow. No, next week.
You're
innit?
kidding.
No,
Ours is next Wednesday.
I think ours is the 17th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
another
that's
week.
right.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say tomorrow. Holy shit, it's gonna be spoiled
yeah.
for sure.
I thought it was this Friday. Sorry, but it's next Friday. Tomorrow's Titanic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I've got my ticket booked for Titanic for tomorrow.
Oh man, I'm hyped, bro. I've got my tissues ready, man. Man. It gets me right in the feels.
I'm expecting the same, my friend. So, Scott, are you going to go see Titanic?
I won't because controversially, I'm not a massive fan of the film.
Why not?
I don't know. I
Okay.
just found it to be quite boring until third act, if I'm being honest. Sorry.
Hey, fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a well-made film, though. I do like it still.
I think you're the first person ever, Scott, I've heard ever say that didn't like Titanic. So that's
Same,
interesting.
I have never heard that.
Yeah. Jamie, have you seen Titanic?
Oh yeah, like back in the day. I probably won't be watching, now, but I don't have the time. But yeah, definitely loved it. That's for sure.
No, get you. Oh, it'll be interesting. I've got Jackson saying Disney laying off those people as a joke. They can afford to keep them. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm sure there'll be some statement come out about that. Also, Matt, you missed before, but we had a question about who was the favorite Spider-Man. We've had a couple of comments. HB saying, I like Toby, but felt Garfield as Spider-Man was more of a jokester when fighting with criminals, shooting off webs and rice cracks at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can see where it comes from.
Yeah, Toby's my guy. I grew up with Toby, with that iconic Nickelback soundtrack, man. Just the feels and nostalgia and love it.
Yeah, I get you, man. I get you. He's got so I've seen first Andrew Garfield and Doctor Who. What?
Really?
Wow.
I didn't even know he was in Doctor Who, to be honest.
Yeah. I first saw him in Social Network, I think.
I think I first saw him in Hacksaw Ridge, and I thought he was amazing in that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Hacksaw's awesome movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Great movie. We've got Stephen Santana saying, I'd like to hear where everyone pulls their inspiration from on their respective channels. Oh, okay. Scott, do you want to go first?
So is this like inspiration for like other people's channels, like what wanted me to start making YouTube videos and stuff?
It doesn't really say, but yeah, we'll go with that.
I would say the big one that I used to look up to and watch a lot was James from Movie Bug. He was the one person that I used to watch quite a lot, and I was like, I really want to start making YouTube videos myself because I always loved his content, and yeah, he's just one of my favourite YouTubers.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know he's like is he a smaller YouTuber as well, right?
Yeah, I think he's got quite a few subscribers actually. I think he's on nearly 5,000 or something, maybe just over.
Yeah, which is awesome. Yeah, because usually it's people's like Jeremy Johns. He's like the big leagues, I guess, isn't it? Usually,
like him and Flickpick are like the top leagues, aren't they? Are like
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love the Flickpick though. I think he's great.
Yeah, he's a cool
good
guy.
Jason, what about you?
Yeah, about 3 years ago, I discovered this channel called Reactions to the Classics. This father-son duo from Texas, and they review albums, and they did live streams anyways. And I remember when I first discovered them, and I was like, I've never heard of a live stream before. I'm like, what's a live stream? And I was on the live stream, and I was like, wow, I can talk to people like, right now, like that are on. And again, it was like, man, these guys are on my TV, and I'm talking to them. Like, it blew me away, and I thought, this is so amazing, and it was so cool. I became kind of good friends with them, and on that channel, there's another guy on there named Rich Strickler, which I mentioned from Philadelphia, and he started his own YouTube channel, and I got to know him from Reactions to the Classics. And when he started his own channel, I kind of was like, man, I kind of like to start my own channel, and I love talking about. I have opinions on movies and music that I would love to share. And I didn't know if anybody would care about my opinions, but I don't know. It was always something I was interested in. And so when I saw someone else do it, started out, and I was kind of asking them how they did it, I don't know. I eventually was like, yeah, I really pulled the trigger. I was like, I really want to try it.
Yeah. Hey, that's a cool story, man. That you saw like a live stream, and kind of from there, kind of just inspired you to do your own. That's awesome. Matt, what about you?
Well, obviously, I don't have a YouTube channel yet, but I do want to start one for people like Scott, I look up to, and Pete and Andy and Mike, Axeman. I watch those guys all the time, and obviously, you, Mike, obviously, from Did You See That? Obviously, you guys have made a community feel amazing, in a sense that, like, I just love chatting it up with you guys, and I love being able to just talk about movies and talk about collecting and physical media and it's just like you guys just make it seem like it's given me the confidence to want to start a channel up. So I would definitely say you guys definitely 100%. As for Instagram, this is going to be like, so whose homework do you copy? So I don't want to like dock myself in, but
Yeah.
but no, over lockdown it was a tough time for me. About 2.5 years ago, I lost my son. He was 10 days old, and for me to be able to process and deal with things was just to go out and collect and post up on Instagram, and then about a year ago, me and Mike T. Shizzle decided to do live streams as well, and we're getting guests on and interviews, and which is really cool. So I've just been working on it. I've just been working non-stop on that. But I'm going to start YouTube up very soon. So just because of you guys.
Awesome.
So
thanks for sharing that. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's suck. He's very poorly, but thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry about that, Matt.
That's right, man.
Yeah, never knew, man. So yeah, definitely sorry to hear that, man. But thanks for sharing that story, though. Like really inspirational for like anyone who's watching as well. I've said to you a couple of times now, Matt, I would love to see you start a YouTube channel. Whether it's just like showing off your collections or something different? Because I know you said you want to bring something different to the table if you start one as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I would like, because I don't want to like. The only thing I'm worried about is stepping on people's toes. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm copying what someone else is doing, or I don't want to feel like I'm doing what they're doing, because I don't want them to think, oh, he's just doing what I'm doing. So it's like I'm trying to think of something that's different, but like the same kind of thing, but different. So it's
Get you. Yeah, I think it's a great like kind of headspace to go into it. I think sometimes it's tough because with YouTube, probably Scott, Jason, and Jim can say the same thing. Like, you think of that, but like luckily it's like everyone's like so much variety on YouTube now. I guess to the point where it's hard to just be completely different. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
might be wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know who's good. My 5 subscribers are going to want to watch my pickup video, because that's what I think with YouTube. I just don't know if I get the subscribers, because everyone is doing the same thing. So it's like I'm trying to I want to think of something that's going to be different. Like, so yeah.
Hey, fair man. And once you get a YouTube channel up, I'll be subscribing. I'm sure Scott will be, Jason and Jamie
definitely.
as well.
Oh, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
So you've already got 4 subs, man. There you go.
There we go. I've got my 4. There we go.
Shout out as well, so you get a few more.
Oh, thanks, man. You guys is all I need. All I need is you guys. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make it nice and cozy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, my friend, definitely. And Jamie, last but not least, who kind of inspired you to get in YouTube?
One of my friends. I'm not going to lie, I didn't ever hop on YouTube and like look up people's reviews and things like that. Like when I hop on YouTube, it's like, I don't know, how to fix something, like I'd go there for advice on how to do something, because that's visual, like that's how I learn. And so I never really went on to be like, oh, what movie is great or anything like that. I would just watch it and find out for myself. And then one of my friends was like talking to me about movies, and I'm like, you just don't get it. And they're like, why don't you go talk to people, who do? And I'm like, nobody gets me. And then I was like, why don't I just go and create my own little community? And then I came on and Mike found me and like took me under his little wings. And I know it sounds corny, as you said, that, like Mike, Jay said before, is like a celebrity, but like Mike really like showed me the ropes. And then obviously became friends. And like now it's to the point where I literally call these guys my friends, because like I'll message Mike, Rashad, Perez, and just be like, oh my God, I got this screener for this. Like I don't want to go. Like, I wish you guys were here, stuff like this. So we just have like conversations that aren't even about movies anymore. But I just wanted somebody to listen to me about like, I don't know, this movie was great. And people are like, cool. Like, for example, when I interviewed Chandler Riggs, like that's like the biggest, I don't want to say moment of my life, because obviously having my child was the best thing. But like that's the biggest, like career-wise, I guess you could say, because that's why I wanted to start this, to get back into radio and sort of have a digital portfolio, like of interviews and things. So I did it for that reason. But that was like one of the biggest things. And I went around telling my friends like, oh my God, I got an interview with Chandler Riggs. And they're like, cool. And I'm like, do you know who that is? Nope. Fuck me dead.
Carl.
So I needed friends who knew what coral was. And I found them thanks to Mike. So yeah, I give all the credit to you, Mike, because
that is amazing.
Yeah, somebody told me to jump on YouTube, but you like trained us all and kept us under our little community umbrella, I guess you could say.
Well, thank you, Jamie. I can't take all the credit though, because I wouldn't be where I was without Perez.
Yeah.
So I always got to give a shout out to Anthony Perez, even if he's watching or he's not, But no, I appreciate that. And as I said before, I'm dying to tell you guys. I can't yet though, but Jamie's got a big interview possibly in the pipeline, like even bigger than Carl. So
Carl.
Right.
Well, I was about to blow stuff up then. Anyway, hey, put some clothes. Sorry, my daughter. Bigger than Carl. Really exciting, really fun times to come.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye out on Jamie's channel. But yeah, thank you for the question, Stephen. We've also got here, here's an interesting question. Got Dead Alex 101. So, hey, Alex. Says, hey, guys, love the stream. I was wondering, what do you think is the best cinematic movie, but the story was the biggest flop? Love you guys, especially Paul. So a lot of love for Paul. Okay, so what was the best cinematic movie, but the story was the biggest flop?
You could probably go with Avatar 2 on that. Because it was an amazing cinematic experience to witness, but the story was just mid.
Yeah, it wasn't really like a lot like layered story to it.
It was not, it was everything you've seen before, really, haven't you? It's kind of like, you know, let's escape from the bad guys. It was just that was it. And so yeah, I would definitely go with that.
Get you. Yeah, I think that's an interesting pick, Matt. Yeah, like I would say like visually like, stunning, as you said, like cinematic movie, but like story wasn't like a lot of depth to it.
So all that
was this Avatar? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the underwater stuff was just I was just in awe. I was in awe. I was literally like my mouth was open. I was like, this is amazing. Like, but yeah, I just felt the story was quite mid for me. But it was like watching Blue Planet. The only thing that was missing was David Attenborough in the background going, you know, it was, yeah, it was...
Get you. I've never heard that David Attenborough reference before, Matt. But that's a new one.
When you rewatch it back, you'll see it's like Blue Planet, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, yeah, Matt's right, yeah."
Just waiting to see the David Attenborough cameo somewhere in Pandora. That's a cool answer, man. Scott, Jason, do you guys have one?
I was thinking maybe Elvis from last year, even though that might be a little bit harsh. But I thought the story and process was all over the place, especially in the first 30 minutes. I feel like the editing in the first 30 minutes was like really bad, to be fair.
No, I get what you mean, Scott. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Elvis personally. Like yourself, you know, like I thought like it looked good. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I think Austin Butler was the best part of that movie for me.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, I agree.
Jason, do you have one?
I mean, does Last Jedi count?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, I mean, wonderfully made, but terrible story.
Yeah, I mean, I quite like that movie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably the only one who kind of likes that movie. But I get where you come from. Like,
watching the was, and like the very first scene of the movie is like this. Really, the best scene of the movie is they're trying to take down this dreadnought, big space. The bad guys, I don't know, big spaceship, and this girl's like trying to get a bomb in this thing or something. I can't remember, but it's so wonderfully done and it's like so intense. And I'm like, wow, this movie's so good. And then it went way downhill after that scene. I was like, oh, this is horrible.
Yeah, the Finn and Rose storyline, awful writing. Yeah. Jamie, do you have one?
I was going to say what Matt said, Avatar. I haven't seen the second one, but Avatar 1, same thing. Like everyone was talking it out like it was the greatest movie ever. And I was like, I mean, it was pretty to look at, but I was bored, if I'm being honest with you. I thought it was quite, like the story was just boring to me. So I haven't really rushed out to watch the second one. But again, people are like, it's the best thing I've watched last year. And I'm like, okay, well, I watched Batman, so I'm happy. Cool.
Yeah, I agree. Batman was amazing.
Yeah,
it was definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go with a movie I saw a long time ago, and I actually walked out on it. And that's a movie called Silence. Have any of you guys seen it?
Oh, yeah. Like Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, you talked about.
Yeah, like the story for me on that movie was all over the place. It was like shot really nicely. I was like, wow, visually this looks great. And then you had like a massive portion of the movie where it was boring. And then all of a sudden you get like a really gruesome, gory death. And I was like, this movie's leaning to past like James Wan horror level here. and then it went back to like boring stretch of dialogue. And then you get like another gory death. And I was like, what's this movie doing? And I was bored to tears and I walked out.
Speaking of movies that, like, I didn't necessarily walk out because I was at my home, so I can't really do that. But I did. It just reminded. I mean, I want to sometimes. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, there was a movie that I started to watch last year, and it was terrible. I don't think I've ever intentionally gone, nah, I'm not watching this, and turned something off. Like, I usually sit it out, even if it's shit. I mean, I just watched Shotgun Wedding, but there's a movie called White Noise, and it's with like a really big cast: Adam Driver, Greta Gerwig, Don Cheadle, and I don't know if you guys have watched it. Have you?
No. I've heard. No, I haven't watched it, but I've definitely heard about it.
It is terrible. It is so bad. And like, people were saying, oh, it's like really, what do they call it? Like a slow burn. Like, it's really, really good when it gets going. And I'm like, well, when the fuck does it get going? Because I think I sat through like half an hour and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, all that's happened in half an hour is like, I've learned that she's got children, and she's like, I don't know, maybe like losing the plot a bit. Like, that's it. I was like, so what actually happens? Because apparently it's like some not mist, but like some sort of like, I'm going to say a mist or like a gas, I guess you could say, in the air, which turns people into, I don't want to say zombies, but like not themselves. And I'm like, so when the fuck does that happen? Because it didn't happen in 40 minutes. So, oh, fucking terrible. But anyway, don't watch White Noise. What's the point of that? Really bad.
I've not heard of this movie, Jamie, but I'm glad I haven't.
Yeah, maybe check it out. Maybe I'm just wrong, but whew,
on one
that
is
was painful.
Like Netflix or something, I think.
Yeah, I think it was on Netflix or Disney or something. Yeah.
But yeah, I've just heard bad things.
Yeah, on Netflix. There you go.
I was like the same with Blonde, to be honest, as well. It was just one of those, it was like, ugh. Like, I only watched it for Anna de Armas, and it was just like, like.
But even with that, I can't even say it was the best cinematic movie though, because the cinema choices and that with the like black and white choice, then back to color, and the aspect ratio made no sense.
Yeah.
I felt the same way, Jamie. I was like, I want to walk. I was watching Blonde, on Netflix, and I wanted to walk out, but I was at home, so I couldn't walk out.
I'm just going to turn you off aggressively.
Yeah, right. I was like, I want to walk out of this movie to show somebody how much I hate it, but I can't. I want to make a statement, but I can't make a statement because I'm at home. So I'm like,
just do a terrible review of it.
Yeah. That's what I did. I just did a bad review of it.
Fuck this! I'm gonna go Walmart.
I'm going outside.
I'm gonna clean my house.
I think Jesus spent the rest of the night just coming on the camera and be like, I hate Blonde.
Yeah, and me and Mike had this conversation about whether I should watch it or not. And Mike the whole time was like, it's a terrible movie, but I would love to hear your thoughts. So I was like, well, I'm going to go watch it now because Mike wants to hear my thoughts on it. And
he guilt tripped you.
Yeah, he got me. And I was like, oh, man, he got me to watch
Mike.
it. He did it, but he did it.
I know, bad influence. But I blessed him with Anna de Armas, so you're welcome, my friend.
Was she worth it, though? I mean, you could have watched Glass Onion. Not Glass Onion, what was the first one?
Knives Out.
Knives Out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like Knives Out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You could have referred him to something better than Blonde.
She was the best part. She was the best part in No Time to Die, and her time was only like 10 minutes or something in the movie.
Yeah, I agree, Matt.
Yeah.
I agree. Scott, have you seen Blonde?
I haven't actually, no, but I've heard really mixed things on it. So yeah, and it's meant to be really long as well, isn't it? Like 2.5, 3 hours or something like that.
Yeah,
almost 3, I think.
Yeah, I think you've got better things to do with your life, Scott. Check out that movie.
Definitely. I've got more films higher up on my watch list at the moment. Definitely.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, thank you for the question, Alex. We've got Josh saying, booked to see Marcel the Shell with Shoes On and Ant-Man for next week. Marcel was my second favourite movie of last year, so I'm excited to see it on the big screen. Yeah, it's awesome. We're finally getting in the UK. I think it came out like mid-2022 in America.
So did it come out a while ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're only just getting it, though.
Oh, okay.
You know? And like Pearl, we don't get to like March, which is stupid, but
it is. Yeah.
What's that?
Pearl.
Oh, Pearl. Okay.
Yeah, But yeah, Joshua, enjoy the movie, man, when you get to see it on the big
So
screen
you
as
saw
well.
it in America.
What's that, Jason?
You saw Pearl in America, though, right?
Yeah, so I got to see it when I was like out in America in September.
Oh wow! So you got to see it ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, but like it's a massive release delay from September to March. In
Yeah.
the UK.
Yeah.
Big time.
It's like they've already had it on. They would have. I mean, they've had the Blu-ray for ages now in America. Like,
They are, yeah.
it's
I've
like-
got
Yeah.
it as well.
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, to be honest, Matt, we'll probably not get the Blu-ray till Christmas, probably.
Yeah.
We'll probably get it when Maxine comes out.
Probably. Well, to be fair, we'll not get Maxine for it till next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Soph saying, what is the next film you will be seeing at the cinema? For me, it will be Cocaine Bear. Looks like dumb fun. Well, I'm going to see Titanic. Matt's going to go see Titanic. Scott, what are you checking out next?
I might go and see Knock at a Cabin at some point in the next couple of weeks because I've heard that's meant to be really good fun. So I am looking forward to checking that out.
Oh yeah, cool, man. Well, I'd love to hear your thoughts if you do get it checked out.
Yeah, definitely.
Jason, what about you?
John Wick 4 is the one I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I know you're a huge John Wick fan, so I was kind of expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah,
and Jim,
I don't go to theater very often. That's like the one movie that's going to make me come out.
get you. And that's awesome, man. Yeah, I know you usually do a lot of streaming a lot of the time, so
Yeah.
I'll get. Jamie, what movie are you going to see next?
Mine's Ant-Man and the Wasp. I have an early screener for Cocaine Bear as well, but I think that's just after Ant-Man, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, but both of them I'll be seeing in cinema too. I did want to go see Magic Mike, but no one's really keen. Just understandable, I guess.
Just go on your own. You'll be fine.
I don't know about that. I've never
alright.
been to a cinema by myself, and I was like, I wonder if I should invite my mum. And then I was like, maybe I shouldn't invite my mum. That's probably not a good idea. That's a little bit awkward.
It's just
Weird.
one big wet patch on a seat, and you're just like, Mum, what, Mum?
I don't really want to take my mum. Awkward ride home, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie, go see it yourself.
Yeah,
Do you know what?
maybe.
I'm gonna be one of those and say that I actually rate going to the cinema on your own. Like I love it.
Yeah.
I've
Me too.
never done it, but I have a friend
Oh,
that
really?
does it like almost, well, definitely weekly, but like sometimes daily. He would just go to the cinema and watch a movie by himself. And I'm like, wow. Firstly, I don't have the time, but like that's amazing that you know, like do that. I don't know. I want to experience movies with people for some strange reason. I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah, that's cool that people do that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Because I hate it all the time when you go, right, buddy, do you want some popcorn? No, I'm good. Like, no, so I'll get you some popcorn. So no, honestly, I'm going to eat later. So you sit down, you got your big box of popcorn. You sit down, they've got your hands in yours. It's like, fuck, I just you know,
I
this is
think the
mine.
thing with me is I ask a lot of questions. I'm like, oh, did that refer to that? Or like, oh, what did they mean by that? Like, I'm a really bad person to be around anywhere. So, yeah, I think that's why I want people, so I can be like, oh, he was in that movie. Fuck, what was that movie called again? You know,
Yeah,
have someone to bounce off.
yeah.
Jamie, that sounds like my nightmare.
I know. It's all right. When we go watch a movie, Mike, we'll sit Rashad between us. It'll be good. I'll talk to the sleeping bear.
Well, the funny thing is, you obviously, I know Jason knows of Rashad and Jamie. I'm not sure if Scott or Matt knows of Rashad.
Oh, okay.
I
then.
don't think
Here I
I've
am
done
cracking.
mine.
Oh, sorry. Cracking jokes.
Okay, so Matt and Scott, I'm going to get you on a Z Talks with Rashad, and then you'll experience Rashad. He's such a great guy.
Awesome.
But most of the time when he goes to the cinema, he falls asleep and he's snoring in the cinema. and
Oh my god.
and he has to sit second row from the front every time.
Every time.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Really?
I can't. No, because my neck is just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I've got, yeah,
I always have to sit a bit towards the back, like somewhere in the middle.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But see, Scott, like, so the thing is, so for me, and this is a hot debate with everyone where you sit in the cinema, so I'm going to get your guys' opinions as well. But the other day, me and my partner went to see Knock at the Cabin, and I was like, right, back row, and it was like a
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Back row. There was more than knocking going on, wasn't there? Yeah.
I wasn't knocking on a cabin door.
Oh,
I told you, it gets X-rated at 9
Boy, that
o'clock.
went
when he
off.
talks.
Poor Emma's
Oh,
gonna be
that's
like, I'm
good.
never going to the
Oh,
movies with you again. What the?
Scott's had to take
Scott's
himself.
gone. Yeah, he's like, this is too hot.
Oh man. Hey. But no, so now we're in the big screen, and I was like the furthest back row that I could. I always sit back row, not for the dirty reason, no. Oh man. Jason, where do you sit in the cinema?
oh.
I sit right in the middle, like Scott said.
Yeah,
I can't keep it in. Oh,
Oh my god.
every single stream I always break, literally at some point.
Well, you know when Matt's on, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna move on. Rocklaw said, a date for me, I would love to hang with Keely Coco.
I bet you would.
Matt, which female celebrity would you take on a date?
Samara Weaving. Yeah, Samara Weaving or Margot Robbie. Yeah. Both if they're in the ideal world, but you just want to be sandwiched right in the middle, don't you?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt wouldn't be coming back to do Z Talks, I'll say that.
No.
What's YouTube?
Yeah, Instagram deleted, TikTok deleted. Oh god.
This has been an absolute blast tonight. Really enjoyed it.
It's great. It's really great having you on, Scott. You'll definitely be back, my friend.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing Z Talks for the next couple of weeks or so. So you guys definitely will invite it back, though.
Awesome.
We've got some more guests joining on at 10 as well. Pete's coming on at 10. Cinema Axeman's coming on at 10. Norin as well. Norin's on at 10 as well. So
Awesome.
pack stream. I've got Soph saying for me, I'd love to hang out with Johnny Depp, Matthew Lillard, or Christian Slater. You know, for research. And Rockwell says, Sophie, Johnny would be neat. Johnny Depp is a classic actor. Yeah, he is. Let's have a look. Josh says, the Batman was way down the list for me. Aftersun and Marcel are my top two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josh and his art house. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man. True Action says, must admit, Josh, Aftersun was wonderful. Me and the wife said it gave us loads of lovely memories. Yeah, have any of you guys seen Aftersun?
I haven't yet, unfortunately, but I have heard amazing things about it.
I'm waiting not this week, but next week we're getting the physical, so I'm waiting for the Blu-ray.
Awesome.
Yeah, don't blame me, man. I haven't seen it yet either, but the Blu-ray looks pretty cool though.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've got Matty Boy saying, second question, if you don't mind, best movie scene of all time. Came here from Off the Cuffs channel, so yeah, well, thanks, Matty. Best movie scene of all time?
That's tough.
Good question. Jamie, I know you haven't seen like as many movies as such. Are you like slowly starting to see more of them? Have you got like one that sticks out for you?
Does it have to be movie?
Can
it be from my dad?
It says best movie scene.
It says best movie.
Yeah.
All right, keep me last, I'll think. Because I can't think of like an iconic scene in a movie that I still go like, oh, that was like super impactful. Whereas series, I can totally remember. the most. Anyway,
Yeah,
I don't know. Someone else go. Yeah.
Okay. Scott?
Probably when I've forgotten the name of the character, but when spoiler alert for this film, by the way, so just a quick warning if you haven't seen this film, quick spoiler alert. But Shawshank Redemption, when he escapes the prison, I think that scene is absolutely incredible. When he takes his shirt off and he just feels the rain falling down on him, I think that's a really well filmed shot scene. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He escapes
Really
the prison.
Powerful. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you haven't watched it by now,
I'm joking.
you're not spoiling it for very many people, so you're good.
He's
What?
Scott's ruined Matt's night now. He's going to go watch Shawshank after this.
If you've not seen it yet, Matt.
Yeah, I was joking. I've seen Shawshank. So Shawshank and Green Mile are some of my favourite movies of all time. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but Scott, that's a fantastic scene. No, haven't seen Shawshank in a while, to be honest with you.
I think I watched it a couple of years ago on 4K, which was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely loved rewatching that again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to add because I've been getting some more movies from my physical media, and Shawshank's one I want to pick up.
It does look really good.
And you said it looks good on 4K.
Yeah, it's actually a really good transfer. I would recommend it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Jason, have you got one?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty recent movie, but I still have to put it number one for me, and that's Avengers Endgame. Towards the end of the movie, when Thanos is attacking Captain America, and then all of a sudden the portals start opening up.
Oh, yes.
Endgame.
Yes.
But the portals start opening up, and all the superheroes from all the past come through the portals.
Yes.
And they're playing the great Avengers score. And every time I watch it, I get goosebumps, and I just I get this great feeling inside of me every time I watch that scene.
Yeah.
I know that.
I'll steal that from Jace, and I'll also add on that one of my favorite parts before we get to that is when Cap was like, he went to go it alone. He was prepared to take on Thanos. Like the courage that he had was just fucking mind blowing. He was going to do it all by himself. Doesn't need anybody else. And then you hear on your left, I literally get goosebumps because how many times did we hear him say that? Like Falcon said that to him so many times, on your left, when they were lapping with each other and things, and so many times throughout the franchise. And then he says that at like the most pivotal moment. And I literally cry thinking about that scene there because I'm like, on your left, like he's still makes me very happy. And then as you said, everybody comes out and they're all willing to, help him out when he thought he was going it alone. So beautiful scene, Jace. I'll take that one.
Yeah, no, a fantastic scene, fantastic movie, to be honest. Like all of you guys have given great movies. Matt, have you got one?
Yeah, I mean, it could go two ways. It could go like for my the most epic scene, or like to like just perverted thinking. So it's just like trying to think like, obviously, we all got to praise Martin Scorsese for giving us Margot Robbie in The Wolf of Wall Street. That scene, you guys know that. You guys know that scene.
Yeah.
But I would say the most next to that, I think, because I'm going to go see it tomorrow. I remember as a kid, it affected me quite a lot. The scene where obviously there's that wide shot of the lifeboats sort of sailing out to sea, and then the Titanic snaps in half, and it's just going down, and you can just see that it's just so dramatic but so beautifully shot. I'm gonna go with that.
That is an amazing scene, to be fair. One of my favourite scenes of the film.
Scott, you've got to see it 3D 4K, brother. It's gonna be amazing.
Wait, the Titanic sinks?
Oh shit! Spoiler alert! Yeah.
Real life.
Man, everyone who's come to this stream tonight has just come for spoilers to movies.
Yeah.
Oh man. I think by the way, Matt, great answer. Especially Wolf of Wall Street, my friend. Bravo, bravo.
I'll be knocking on that cabin.
Yeah.
I think you need Scorsese's number to get Margot's number. I think for me, okay, so I've got a couple of answers because an obvious one would be a Back to the Future one, but I don't want to go an obvious one. If it's Back to the Future, it'd be Johnny Be Good sequence. That's fantastic. I also love there's a part in the movie Your Name. I can't say it though because it involves a big spoiler.
Here's my favorite scene.
I can't talk about because it's a spoiler. Which is like it generally is a big spoiler for the movie though, and I know a lot of people have not seen it, so I'm not going to say it. But besides that, I'm going to go with Dark Knight when Batman and Joker interrogation scene in the jail cell. That gives me chills every time I see it.
Where is she?
It's so well done, and like how Joker says, "Which one are you going to go to?" and he kind of tricks him in a way. Yeah, love that scene. But great question, no, Matt. We've got Josh saying, I've given up on blockbusters and mainstream movies now as they kind of frustrate me with how basic they are. Movies like I can't read those two. I'm sorry.
Sounds true.
I can't pronounce them. Is what I focus on now. But yeah, so I know, Josh, you focus on like a lot of art house stuff and like independent stuff, which is cool hearing like your takes on those movies that I've not heard of. I think a lot of us haven't heard of those movies a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I've heard of those two movies, but I don't know how to pronounce them though, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I know like Josh like reviews a lot of movies. Like reviewed one the other day called like Tuesday or something. And I was like, what's that movie? I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh is like really like with his the movies I've never even heard of. Like it's just like he reviews them. I'm just like, bro, like when did this come out? Like I never heard of it. But yeah, he's a really intelligent guy though when it comes to reviews and that. He's quite intelligent. Even though we did give Evil Dead 1 star, like I've had words with him since, but you know. It's just like
yeah, I can't believe that about Evil Dead, Matt, though. Yeah, I was shocked by that, to be honest. But each to their own. We've also got Adlib podcast saying, agreed with Josh, After Sun was my favourite movie of last year. It's awesome. You're going to have to check it out. We've got Reagan's Beauty saying, hey, guys. So, hey, you won't be doing well. Josh says there's only 4 or so movies out of the 20 new releases I've seen this year that I liked. They have all been stinkers, sadly, except for Close, Women Talking, and Infinity Pool. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing Infinity Pool. Mia Goth's in that one as well, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I want to see that. It looks amazing. I love Mia Goth.
Yeah, me too. She's definitely having a fantastic run as of late as well.
And what a cool fucking name, Mia Goth. Like my name's Mia Goth. That's badass.
Yeah,
that's badass. I love that.
Yeah, it's a unique name that you're not going to have like copies of.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even know if that's a real name, to be honest with you, but it's cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, it sounds like a porn star's name, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, she's always getting naked in their movies. So
wow.
Well,
she has a huge ass name. Her name is Mia Gypsy Mello de Silva Goth. Holy.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
So it's in there.
4, 5. 5 names. Holy shit.
That's mad.
Where's she from?
Where is she from? London?
London, yes.
She's got a Brazilian mum and a Canadian father.
Okay.
Awesome.
Wow.
There you have it.
That is one
huge ass name.
Long name. Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder she chose the badass side of it. Just
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, very quickly before we move on to the next comment, we have actually got one of our guests at 10 o'clock, please. Come on early. And that is Pete from PlayTendoguy. Hey, Pete.
Hey everyone. Sorry I couldn't make a 9. The relatives come round.
Hey, no problem, man. You doing okay?
Yeah, not too bad. Looking forward to this stream. Great to see everyone here.
Nice.
Hope you're all doing well.
Pete, can you hear that?
Pete.
Can you hear that, Pete?
What?
It's True Action Stars Mrs. just.
Got excited, yeah.
Oh man.
I'm
Pete,
preparing for the comments.
They've already started like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Pete's gonna be on. Oh my god! What time exactly is Pete?
Yeah, what time is Pete?
It's all right. I've got Scott to get me by until then. Oh shit! Meanwhile, Jason's like, "Where's my fucking love?"
Well, True Action will be coming on being like, "Hey, that my wife said Jason, he's handsome, isn't he?"
Yeah.
I love that American accent. I don't know, but yeah, hey Pete, great to have you, man. And yeah, I'm
thanks.
sure you're on True Action Stars 4K TV right about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should think his wife will be shutting him off in the kitchen or telling him to bugger off upstairs. She'll want the room to herself now.
Yeah. Probably, but yeah, Pete, great to have you, man, and thanks for joining again. Always
Thanks
enjoy
so much.
having you on the stream, man. And you got a glass of wine tonight?
No, it's actually just like a fruit juice drink and a fancy wine glass.
Awesome.
I think you're gonna need a bottle.
I think I am going to need a bottle, especially after last night.
Oh yeah, last night was entertaining, that's for sure.
It was. We had some very interesting comments.
Oh yeah.
What was one of the comments was what games is PlayTendoGuy playing? My wife wishes it was her or something like that. I was just like,
When I came back and saw that question, I had to go off straight away. That killed me off. That's it.
oh.
I showed my mum the question. She said, "What the fuck have you been up to, Pete?"
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a few highlights that I'm going to be uploading soon for that stream last night.
Oh, that'd be good.
Definitely do, Scott. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know who's been knocking on Pete's cabin or whose cabin he's been knocking on, but
Oh my
someone's
god,
apparently.
that was a corker. You walked right into that one, Mike.
I did.
Yeah.
I set myself up for failure. But yeah, we have got a couple of guests joining us at 10 o'clock. But just before we do, we're getting up close to the hour. So I firstly want to thank Scott, Jason, and Jamie for joining me from 8. Very quickly, I'm going to start with you, Scott, first. Do you want to just plug what you've got coming up on your channel?
Yeah, definitely. So there'll be Friday night live streams every week up until Christmas, basically. So yeah, there's a lot of streams to look forward to. And I'm really close to 200 subscribers as well, which is fantastic. So when I get to 200 subscribers, I'll do like a quick thank you video just to say thank you to everyone that's supporting my channel, because I really do appreciate everyone's support. So yeah.
Sweet.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
man. That's awesome. Your live streams are a lot of fun as well. I'm expecting Mortal Kombat to come back out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll say it at some point tomorrow.
And yeah, so the link to Scott's channel is down below. Scott, are you on 197 or near that number?
I was on 199 before the stream started, so I don't know if it's gone up since the stream.
Oh, let's hope
Scott.
you get to 200.
When you do your announcement, I can't even talk now. When you do your announcement, make sure it's at 210 subscribers.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Because you always get that. You always get
always
that
lose.
one bastard. It's gonna go.
Yeah.
Really, unfollow.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that does happen. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so please go subscribe, Scott. Let's get him to 200 subscribers. So 210, so you could do his thank you video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cheers,
Absolutely.
guys. Really appreciate that.
Hey, welcome. And Jamie, what have you got coming up?
Yeah, well, I just posted my review of Shotgun Wedding, and I've got to do my review of Megan. I feel like I'm the last person to review it, but I don't care. I'm going to put it up anyway. And then today, Your Place or Mine with obviously my man Ashton Kutcher comes out. So I'm going to be reviewing that one.
Yes.
And then, as I said, I've got Cocaine Bear and Ant-Man coming up. Also, maybe Magic Mike if I can gather up the courage to go by myself.
Yeah, you will.
Maybe. I mean, it's a tough persuasion, but maybe. Yeah, so that's what's coming up. And then obviously my live streams during the entertainment news and stuff with Mike from we do Z in the front row and with Tyrone in the club. So yeah, that's what's coming up. And then hopefully some more interviews very soon. So yeah, check out my channel.
Sweet. Yeah, got some great stuff coming up, Jamie, and I look forward to Your Place or Mine review as well.
Me too.
I think it'll be a fun movie.
Yeah.
And Jason, what about you?
This Saturday, I've got a live stream at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time with some guests. We're going to rank our top 10 favorite Electric Light Orchestra songs. I'm going to have Adam from What the Gym, Briar from Briar's Music Showcase, and Garrett from SoundLab Studios. The four of us are going to rank our top 10 songs. So that's coming this Saturday. Then I'm quickly going to my parents' house so I can watch the Chiefs win the Super Bowl Sunday. Is what I'm hoping. So
go Chiefs, go Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
you know, Mahomes is going to dominate. He's going to dominate all night long.
I hope so.
Well, awesome, Jason. Yeah, so go check out Jason's channel. Go check out his stream as well of the ELO top 10 songs. And yeah, link to all my guests' channel in the description box below. So, but yeah, thank you, Jamie, Jason, and Scott for joining me. And see you soon.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you.
And yeah, that leaves the two of us, but we have got more guests joining us. So first guest joining us is Norin. So hey, Norin.
What's up, y'all? How's it doing?
Hey,
Hey,
good.
man.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Besides sinuses, I got like a sinus problem the last couple of days, so my whole head feels like it's like 50 pounds. But other than that, I'm fine.
I well appreciate the dedication, man. Come on to the stream. Good to have you back again.
No worries, brother. Thanks for having me.
Hey, welcome. And then we've got our final guest of the night, who is very known to Pete and Matt, and that is Mike, Cinemaxman. Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's going on, Mike?
Hey.
What's up, Mike?
Hey,
Hey, how you doing, Mike?
yeah, all good. Yeah, how are you guys?
Doing well. Yeah, doing well.
Ready
Just to give you a heads up, man, after 9 o'clock, Z Talks becomes X-rated with Matt, so just prepare for that.
Oh, that's fine.
Mike's used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, especially with Pete's stream last night, from what I saw as well. So,
Yeah.
well, we're quite a bit behind on comments, and we've got quite a lot to catch up on. But just before we do, Mike has been on Z Talks before, but it has been a while, so it's good to have you back. Mike, for anyone who doesn't know you or seen you for the first time, do you want to just tell everyone a little bit about what your channel's all around?
Yeah, sure. It's just a typical YouTube channel, like a lot of other people's. Like, I love movies, physical media, and that's what it's all about. I do pickup videos, like reviews, rankings, unboxings. Yeah, just lots of different things. So yeah, if you like what you hear, come check it out.
Sweet. Yeah, and you've got some really cool unboxings, man. I saw one the other day. What was it called? The first one you picked up, was it something book? Metal? I don't know.
Oh, the media book, the German
book.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, it was a movie. The movie was called Time Bomb, like some early 90s, like straight to video movie. But I watched it on YouTube like a couple of months ago, and I just had a blast with it. I loved it, and I wanted to pick it up, and that was the best way to pick it up. Just pick up that German media book of it. But yeah, it's a really nice release, really nice artwork, and yeah, the Blu-ray looks really nice as well. It's a great picture, great sound, and it's a good movie.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Because when I saw that video, I was like, "What the hell's a media book?"
Yeah, no, we don't really have them here in the UK. It's like I think they're really popular in Germany. I think there's like quite a lot of companies that release them. So yeah, I think they're quite popular over there.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a cool addition and something different.
It's unique. It's unique, isn't it? Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, along with Mike, so definitely go subscribe to Mike at Cinema Axeman. Link is down below in the description box. And someone else who also loves physical media is Norin Radd. Yeah, Norin, you had like a recent video where you did your best physical medias, and man, some of those pickups was like, especially that Friday the 13th box set, that was awesome.
Yeah, it's absolutely my favorite because those are just, there's so much commentary and special features on though. And for me being like a Friday the 13th fanatic, that's just like hundreds and hundreds of hours for me to just digest. And I love that.
Yeah, that box set from Screen Factory is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm hoping they eventually get someone to get a Nightmare on Elm Street one going, like an actual proper one that has like the nice kind of same setup. That would be awesome.
I would jizz. Definitely, man. Definitely. Norin, I think I know you. You're the moderator on Fans of Something, right?
Oh, which one?
Fans of Something. Is that you?
Oh, I don't know. I moderate for, you talking about another channel?
Yeah.
Or for Discord?
For another channel.
Yeah, I'm a moderator on like some of the channels. Yeah.
Yeah, on Eddie's. Is it Eddie's?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, that's awkward. So yeah.
No way. Oh no, I am a moderator for some channels. But no, I've had that same effect. Somebody once, I was at a gas station and told me, they're like, "Oh, I worked with you back in Texas and this year and that." I never lived in Texas in my life. I was like, I don't think it was me. That was unless I blacked out and I totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. But yeah, I never knew you did moderate though, Norin, so that's cool.
Yeah, I do some stuff too on Discord too. That's like my other, because I don't really do Facebook, and I used to do a lot of gaming stuff. So I have like Discord servers that I'm on, and like I moderate and stuff there and shit.
Okay, yeah, but that's awesome, man. But it's quite cool that you guys kind of know each other. Or at least Matt, you've seen Norin moderate. That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to get you guys' comments. So sorry if we're a little bit behind. We've got HB saying, which movie would you guys say was the most surprising as far as the ending or plot twist in recent memory? Good question. Do any of you guys have one top of your head? Because I'm trying to think at the moment.
One I can think about right now was Fall.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to spoil it then because it's a big spoiler.
Fair. I was going to say, because so far we've just been going spoilers galore in this stream so far. So,
did you know the Titanic sunk? I mean, I'm going to go see it tomorrow. It's ruined for me now. Bastards.
Oh, man. But no, I heard Matt though about like there is a big twist in Fall, but I haven't seen it yet though. But would you recommend it?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is it?
The thing is, though, I can watch movies with people getting disemboweled and blood, gore, whatever. I can eat a spaghetti bolognese whilst I'm watching it. I'm just loving my life. But like things like heights makes me feel sick. Like it's just that movie really did make me feel sick because I just don't do heights. Like my palms were sweating. I was just like I was horrible watching that, but it was really good. Really good. Yeah.
Get you.
It fucked me up though.
Yeah, it's on my list to check out. I just missed it when it was on at the cinemas. That's all.
But then I can watch Terrifier 2 with a big smile on my face. You know, no problem. It's like it's funny how it works.
And well, you recently did a watch party on your Instagram for Terrifier 2.
That's correct. Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, Art's going to be the new king. He's like the new king of slashers now, pretty much. Art, because they already got that third film going. So,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think they're planning at least another 2 or 3 Terrifying movies, if I'm not wrong.
Absolutely. Pete still needs to jump on that train.
Yes, I need to get there.
Yeah. So Pete, you've not seen any of them?
I haven't seen any of them, but I've seen bits and pieces from like some like Instagram and Facebook, and yeah, it looks pretty bloody and gory. The bed scene, wow! I was not expecting that.
Yeah, the bedroom scene's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's like one of those scenes when you first watch it, you're like, it's hard to watch, and then but you still can't look away because it's just like the effects are out of this world.
Yeah,
very impressive.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I've loved about terrifying movies is like the absolute tiny budgets, but yet they're still doing like amazing practical effects, and it's like, why are these movies were like $20 million not doing stuff like that?
Yeah, mad, isn't it?
Matt, have you got no, we've just been to Matt. I'm gonna go to Mike. Sorry, Mike. Have you got a movie that was more surprising for you from recent memory?
Yeah, I mean, there is one that comes to mind. It's not like a new movie. I think it's about 15 years old. But it's a movie called Dead Silence. It was directed by James Wan, and yeah, that movie had quite. I didn't see this twist coming at the end of the movie. I was quite surprised by it. But it's a really underrated horror movie as well. I think it's one of his lesser known movies, but I really enjoyed it. And yeah, that twist, I didn't see it coming, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's a great pit, Mike, because I've heard like a lot of things about Dead Silence. I've not yet to see it. But a lot of people like yourself said like that twist, like yeah, I'm excited to see it. It's on my list.
Yeah.
So it's good to hear from you though that you really enjoyed it, because like you and Andy, especially when I hear you guys talk about movies, and I'm like, right, I'm in for a good time with that movie if I check it out, or actually avoid that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good pick. I'm going to quickly add to this. I would say one that I've got personally from like recent memory. I think for me, where it kind of like what happened was Parasite. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who's not seen it, because it is only like a couple of years old of that. I remember saying that and I was like, wow, I did not expect the movie to go that route, and it did. So yeah, Parasite for me. Pete, have you got one?
A recent one, I'd probably say Barbarian. I was expecting it to go one way, and then halfway through the film, something happens, and I'm like, wow, that's unexpected.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie.
It was a big surprise of last year, I think.
And it's great to see Justin Long back in the horror as well.
Yeah. His character's a bit of a twat, though, but...
But whenever Justin Long's in a horror, it's never going to end well.
No, that's true.
He must have a contract clause being like, right, I'll sign a dotted line if I get messed up in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Tusk really fucked me up, man. That was crazy.
Oh, that was a gross. That was.
Yeah.
It was fun seeing Kevin Smith write a horror film. That was pretty cool.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
I've yet to see Tusk, but I've heard a lot about it, though. Are they making a second one?
I actually heard that rumor. I don't know if it's established yet, but I've heard that rumor actually going around over the past couple weeks.
Get you. Oh, cool. And then Norin, what about you?
I don't know if it's kind of not a plot twist. It was more of a movie that I watched, and then right after I kind of wanted to just watch it again because I felt like I didn't get the full effect. It was really good and I loved it, but I felt like I missed stuff. And it's Black Swan with Natalie Portman, and I thought that movie, it's really good, and I love the special effects, and it's kind of like this crazy descent into madness. But after it went and it took place, I was like, I kind of have to watch this again. And I started it right over and just watched it a second time right after I finished it.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
choice.
Cool. Again, another movie I've not seen. But I've heard, like you said, Norin, like that kind of like study of like someone going and like descent into madness. That's what intrigues me about the movie.
It's got good body horror too. If you like really kind of gross kind of imagery, it's got some decent stuff in it.
Well, like Matt, I'll be there like eating my spaghetti, be like, bring it on, you know, rub my hands together, bring it on.
That's it. Oh, you could pick like any M. Night Shyamalan movie. I mean, M. Night Shyamalan's known for his twists and turns that you just don't expect.
Yeah. I mean, have any of you guys seen Knock at the Cabin?
Not yet.
No.
No. Okay.
I think you're the only one, Mike.
Okay, I'll not say anything. And that makes a change because I'm usually the one who's not seen a movie, and this time I've actually seen a movie.
Yeah.
It's a nice change.
We're gonna have to cheers to that toast. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
We know about Mike knocking at the cabin, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
I dug myself in it earlier, guys. Right, watch it back. We've got Mark Goodman. He says, anyone seen Honk for Jesus? I hated it, but I didn't know if that's because I hated it or because I was expecting something similar to the Righteous Gemstones, which how the movie was marketed. No, have you guys seen that one?
No.
Never heard of it.
No, I don't really do religion, so no offense to anyone that does. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah. No, I get you. I don't know if we got it in the UK, if I'm being honest with you. Don't think so.
No.
No, it doesn't sound familiar. Josh says Honk for Jesus was funny but lacked any heart. Fair. Let's have a look. Sophie saying her favourite movie car, we got asked earlier, it has to be the Ecto 1 from Ghostbusters. Yeah, cool vehicle. Or the Lady Penelope Fab 1 pink Cadillac from Thunderbirds.
Hell yeah.
Thunderbirds.
We got True Action Star saying, yay, new guests. So, hey.
Hey.
What's wrong with the old guests?
I know what about the old He's like, nah, screw them. PlayTendo's here we go. Oh man. I mean, we've got a lot of comments behind as well, so I dread to think what's being brought up. But so says Matt. I have to say a massive thank you to Matt. He's also been so supportive and lovely. Lots of love and respect. Yeah, I echo that as well.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you.
And vengeance, love that man.
Hey, cheers, man.
The wife said he's quite handsome and very cheeky. and Josh says your wife. Oh, your wife likes a lot of people's deals.
Oh damn!
She's a greedy lass.
You just want to be a fly on the wall at the Dale house, don't you? And just sort of see. You just want to see what's going on.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Oh man, we've got a lot to catch up on. I've got T Shields here. So hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey.
Josh says Frozen with free in. Says if they don't use that title, then they're missing out of an opportunity of a lifetime. That's a cool title, to be fair.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, sorry to anyone who's left a comment we've not got to yet. Miles behind here. But yeah, thank you for everyone for the comments. Let's have a look. Direction Star says, ever seen Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer?
Yeah. It's a hard watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you guys recommend it? I've not seen it.
Not really. I don't think it's great, but
No,
it's a difficult watch. It's not a very nice watch.
there's a home invasion scene. It is disgusting, really. It's very uncomfortable to watch. It's a very dirty, grimy movie. I mean, Michael Rooker's great in it, but it's a very film that I think splits opinion. Some people will like it, but go in, be prepared. Yeah, it's quite a rough watch.
Get you. Would you agree, Mike?
Yeah, it is a hard watch. I personally quite like it, just because I kind of appreciate it because I think it came out in the 80s, and I think it came out at a time when horror movies in the 80s was all like slasher movies and things like that, whereas Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer is very different, and it kind of felt like a little bit ahead of its time. where it kind of delved deep into like the mind of how a serial killer works. And I quite liked it for that, but it is quite a hard watch. It is quite violent in places.
Mm.
Oh, okay. That sounds quite interesting, to be honest, though.
It kind of feels like a fly on the wall documentary at times, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
It feels like you're watching them like from a camera or something, like in the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Would you say it's kind of like a bit of a harder watch than like that scene in Clockwork Orange?
Might be about the same. It depends. I don't know. It depends. It depends what disturbs you more. Yeah, because I guess both can be kind of disturbing, but it just depends. Yeah, it just depends what you find more disturbing.
What's that disturbing thing that everyone keeps talking about? That everyone says, "Oh, it's really, really bad." Like the most iconic must not watch movie.
Are you talking about like Cannibal Holocaust or
no? It's
Martyrs?
No, it'll come to me in a minute. The name of it is apparently it's really bad. Not a lot of people make it through.
Is it a Serbian film?
A Serbian film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has
I
anyone
heard of
seen
that one.
No, I haven't
I've not
seen
seen
it.
it. I have no desire to watch it.
No, I mean, neither,
I heard
man.
it's pretty much like a underground like snuff film kind of thing. That's the kind of vibe that they carried across with the film.
Yeah. I'm not about that.
But a good one is Funny Games. The Funny Game. Have you ever seen Funny Games? They have two. There's an English version and a UK version, I think. Same like kind of plots and stuff like that and everything. But that's a really good home invasion one that has some kind of messed up scenes in it. But then when you get to the third act and you learn a certain thing about the film, it kind of takes you back and you're like, you analyze it in a different way.
Wow.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's good. The same director did both versions too. He did it with two, all different casts, just total separate, but they're like almost shot for shot remakes. But it just kind of depends on which cast you like better.
I'll have to check it out. Did you say it was Funny Games?
Yeah, Funny Games. Yep.
Funny Game. Okay.
Fun and games or funny games?
Funny Games, yeah.
Funny games, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, like in terms of like what you were saying there, Mike, though, about disturbing. For me, like I'm kind of like okay watching like anything. For me, it's like, especially in a horror movie, if something's happening to someone's eye, that I'm kind of like it's a no-go in a way.
Yeah.
But everything else, I'm like, oh, that's okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, bring it on.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, just when I went to see Clockwork Orange, though, I'd never seen it before. So when I saw it and that scene happened, I was like, just sat and like frozen. I was like, I didn't expect that.
Oh, okay. So in Clockwork Orange, are you talking about the scene where they're forcing him to watch the movie and they've got like the thing in his eyes to make him watch it?
Well, that was like kind of one, but also the singing in the rain scene.
Yeah. That's the scene I thought you were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but that one with the eyes as well, though, I was like, wow, that was not good.
Yeah.
We've got Harry saying Henry is a brill movie. I'll have to check this out, though. I'll just give my opinion on this. Got Exploitation saying, I like the book White Noise. We read that uni in a moderate lit class. So hey, Exploitation. We were talking before about White Noise. Jamie said that she's seen it and wasn't that great with Adam Driver in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've heard about that one. Yeah, I've heard not very good things about it. I think it's on Netflix, isn't it?
Think so. If I'm not mistaken,
I see the trailer for it, and I wasn't won over by it.
Yeah, and especially with Adam Driver, and like, as he's a fantastic actor as well. So it's a shame to hear that it was wasted, really. We've got Gareth Video Taster saying good evening. So hey, Gareth, hope you're well.
Hey, Gareth.
Harry says going to the cinema alone can be fun. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've also got Traction Star saying, is there a, I'm assuming he's saying movie here, you refuse to watch? For me, Cats. I've never heard bad things. I've not put myself through it. Mike, I know you're a big movie guy, so how about you?
I can't think of any movie that I've seen and I won't watch it again. But I think like I'd probably just have to say what I've already said, like, you know, like a Serbian film. I just have no desire to watch that from what I've heard about it. I think the Human Centipede as well. Like I've not seen it, but I've got no desire to watch it just because I just don't really like the sound of it. But yeah, I can't think of anything that I have seen that I wouldn't watch again.
Get you. Yeah, so some fair picks, man. Yeah, Human Centipede isn't a great movie as it is, so you're not missing much. And I think they made 3 of those movies as well. I don't know how.
The second one's crazy. The second one's freaking nuts.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man.
And then I've seen the 2 of them. I haven't seen the 3rd one, but I think the 3rd one was like they're trying to do 100 people or something. Contracted.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it takes place in a prison. And the guy who's the warden there, who's the same actor from the first movie, I think, but he's playing a different character, and he wants to make the longest human centipede using all the like inmates and stuff like that. It's weird.
Nah, I think I'm good. But Pete, what about you?
Oh, that's a hard question. It'd probably be something like a Serbian film or Human Centipede, but there is one, Irreversible. I can't watch that one again. That's a tough watch.
I've heard that a lot. It's still a movie I still want to see though, just to experience.
Yeah, it's an experience, all right. I mean, the film has one real violent scene at the start, and then there's this scene it's most known for that goes on for like 10 minutes, and it feels really real, and it is very disgusting to watch. But apart from that, it's all right to watch. I actually had to skip past that scene because it just wouldn't stop.
Wow. Okay. Doesn't sound good.
Pardon, what you say?
It doesn't sound good. 10 minutes scene.
No, it isn't. But Scott actually watched it with his dad. He told us, which surprised me.
It's definitely an experimental film for sure. It's, an experiment, by the director.
Yeah, he is quite an extreme director. Gaspar Noé, isn't his name?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I'll let you know, Pete. Once I've seen it, I'll let you know. And Matt, what about you?
I wouldn't say refuse to watch like a movie that I haven't seen, because I'd always give something a go, except for Serbian film, because I'm just not about that. From what I heard about it, I'm just not about that shit. But like, I will refuse to ever buy or watch Halloween Ends. Like, I've just, after seeing it in the cinema, I was like, nope, done. That's it. Like, and my mates were like taking the piss. I don't know, you'll get the 4K when it comes out because you buy everything. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, mate, I'm not going to touch it with a barge pole. Like, and that still happened. It's like it's just one of those movies that I just won't buy again. I was just like, done. That was it. Like, this, yeah, I just rather not.
Yeah. Yeah, hey man, that's fair. I wasn't a fan of the movie either, so I can see get where you come from. I know Norin was out day one buying a 4K steelbook though.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that from Zavi. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fanatic with slashers
for sure. Like,
Yeah.
And
I'm just a fanatic when it comes to slashers. Like, I have to have it.
Yeah.
And I know you're like a completionist as well, though, Norin, so I can get why you got it, though.
Oh, yeah.
And, well, finally, Norin, what about you? What movie would you refuse to watch?
I probably feel kind of the same way as Matt. I would give any movie a fair shake. You know what I mean? If I've never seen it once, like, I'd probably easily watch it once. That way I can be like, never again and stuff like that. One recently that I watched was a found footage film called the Poughkeepsie Tapes. And it did everything that I hated about found footage. And I've heard from so many people that the ending is so shocking and it's so terrifying. And when I watched it, I was just like, I was really upset. I was like, man, this is like one of those found footage movies that like that's the antithesis of why I hate that subgenre.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that movie. Is it on Shudder?
No, it's on. I think it's on Shudder and Tubi, and you can stream it for either one of those. And yeah, it's kind of a mockumentary, and it's about a group of detectives that find a killer's kind of house, and they find a closet that he has like hundreds and hundreds and thousands of tapes, and they have to talk about them and like log them, and they kind of go over the investigation and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. I would never watch it again.
My favorite found footage ever is Hell House.
That one's good. I love Hell House.
Yeah.
That one's top notch.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, I like that one as well, Matt. Me and my partner watched that like a while ago, and I didn't expect anything from it, and I was like, wow, this is like pretty well done for like very low budget.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. I really want a Blu-ray of it.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because we watched them all. I can't remember. Is there 3 or 4 of them movies? I can't remember.
3. Yeah, they're all right. They're not too bad, but the first one is just amazing. To be fair.
Yeah, it was cool what they were able to achieve with that movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we've got Exploitation said, I used to work in a theatre. Don't sit in the back row for dirty reasons. The projectionists can see everything. I saw everything.
Oh my God.
They saw you, Mike, knocking on that cabin.
They did? Do you actually saw the den of filth? That sounds like me in the missus' bedroom.
I always have to get a seat at the end. Like I always have to grab an end seat because, like, I mean, I don't know. As I'm getting older, I have to pee a lot freaking more.
Yeah.
So like I always grab one at the end because I'm like, just in case I gotta go, I can come back in and not have to walk past everybody and scooch. Like I don't like doing that.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know about you guys. I usually try like go to the toilet right before the movie starts, like in the trailers, and then I'm good for the movie. But I know what you mean. No, like sometimes you just can't hold it. You have to go.
Yeah. I like sitting right at the back, and then I can have a discreet vape, like a discreet like little Alf bar, and just hide it. And just like yeah. Especially when it's a 3-hour movie.
Hey, Mike, well, when you go see Titanic tomorrow and you do that, they'll be like, wow, this 4D, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Mike and Norin, are you guys going to go see Titanic in 4K?
No, probably not. I mean, I'd love to see it on the big screen, but no, I'll probably give it a miss.
That's fair. Pete, are you going to go check it out?
I'd like to go and see it, but I'll probably just wait until the physical 4K comes out.
Yeah, I think it'll not be long till it comes out, to be honest.
That'll be a day one pickup.
Yeah.
I'm going to be most disappointed if they don't utilize that 3D scene, a 3D moment in that scene when he's doing the painting, and he gets undressed. Like,
just want it all up in there, all up in your face.
Yeah, no.
One of the benefits of 3D, Anne.
Yeah.
It could have been that way with Barbarian if they did Barbarian in 3D. Can you imagine?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh no.
Just the bottle with the hairy nipple, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, there it is, right in your face.
Yeah. No more cup of milk for me. Put that away.
No, that movie definitely not in 3D, Norin. No. Now, Wolf of Wall Street, however, that might be one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched that in 3D.
Yeah, that's one could benefit greatly by 3D, especially a few scenes, I think. Extra depth.
I think so. Matt would be there, day one, with the tissues.
Maximum
screening or two,
please.
No, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out Titanic as well tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a vlog of like the cinema and stuff. Not while I'm in the cinema, obviously, but just going in the cinema.
That's cool.
I'm looking forward to it though. I'm looking forward to the movie. We've also got Joe one saying, hope you've had a great stream, guys. Just got home from work. Glad to catch the back end of the stream. So, yeah, hey, Joe, thanks for tuning in.
What's up, Joe?
Let's have a look. Just got a couple of guys talking in between themselves. View Drew says, what's a where you felt, I'm assuming what's a moment, maybe, where you felt embarrassed for an actor to be in, but the performance wasn't it. It was just the movie they were. So I have to sorry guys, I have to reread this again. I'm assuming what's a moment where you felt embarrassed for an actor to be in, but their performance wasn't it. It was just the movie they were in that was bad.
I got one. I could go quick.
Go for it.
I got Don Cheadle in the most recent Space Jam movie, because that movie was a straight up cash grab and it was awful. It was just like advertisement for what this is, all our properties. Hello. And then, but Don Cheadle's great. He's great in everything he does, but I felt bad that they casted such a great actor to be in the movie, and he's the best part of the movie by far.
100% agree, Norin. Yeah. He was, I think he was having kind of the time of his life being kind of like a villain.
Yeah, he looked like he was just chewing up the scenery. I don't even think he probably just ran with it and was like, I'm just going to go with it. I don't care.
Yeah, I agree. Matt, did you see you have one?
Yeah, I've got two. I've got David Howard Thornton in the Mean One. That really pissed me off, that movie, because like you've got David, you've got Art the Clown at your disposal when you literally did fuck all with him, and you gave him really shit CGI to work with instead of practical effects. Like CGI was just fucking like PS2 graphics. It was just awful, and he was barely in the movie. He was barely. It was like, and I don't know. It just really pissed me off. And I just and Bruce Willis in all these straight to DVD titles you see at Asda. It's like he was such a top class actor, and like in like big films, and now he's in like movies that you never even heard of that are just crap. It's like Apex or something like that. It's just what? It's just yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like Bruce Willis has done about 100 of them movies in the last year, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just movies you never heard of, and it's just like really, and they're crap. It's not Bruce Willis. It's not the Bruce Willis that I know. So
no, and especially now that he's going to be retiring from acting, like he's leaving a legacy on directed DVD movies.
Yeah, I know. It's like his last movie, what, Apex? It's like, what? No, give us one more Die Hard.
Well, didn't he sell his like AI to deepfake or something like that? I think I heard.
Yeah.
They could do Die Hard that way. It wouldn't be the same, but I guess they could do that. Nah. I'm gonna go for me. I'm gonna go for one maybe you guys haven't heard of. It's a new movie coming out called Rebroken. And it's got Tobin Bell in. So when I heard Tobin Bell was in, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Obviously, great actor. And he's great. Like he's good for in the movie, but like the movie's pretty bad. Which is a shame because when I saw his name attached and he's on the front poster as well, and he's only in like 15 minutes in the movie, I just felt it was wasted. But yeah, Pete, do you have one?
I've got a couple. Christian Bale in Thor: Love and Thunder. What a waste of a character there.
Yeah.
And also Laurie in Halloween Ends. What a waste there with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. Yeah, they really fucked that up.
Yep, I definitely agree. So much potential there, and she was just like, yeah, nothing happens. Feels like a soap for part of the film.
Well, Pete, to be fair, I would also add to that in Halloween Kills as well. I felt she was like that. Like in a hospital bed for some of the movie. That was it.
Yeah, but it kind of builds up to that ending and what happens at the end, and then you're like, oh, it's going to really kick off and ends, and it, wow.
Kind of did it? No.
Nah, that's a good pick though, Pete. That one and Christian Bale, yeah. I'm not going to go into Thor: Love and Thunder.
I'd be here all night.
That would be. And Mike, how about you?
The only movie I can think of is Dario Argento did a version of Dracula called Dracula 3D, and it's an absolutely terrible movie, but it's got Rutger Hauer playing Dracula, and he's such a great actor, and I feel like he could be a really good Dracula, but he was just totally wasted in that movie, and it's just a shame the type of movie it was, because it would have been great to have seen him as Dracula in a good Dracula movie, but that movie is really bad.
Wow. So I've never seen that one, Mike, but Rutger Hauer though as a Dracula, I couldn't picture that, to be honest. Like, I think it would be great, but I couldn't imagine it, you know.
No,
that sounds awesome. I'm hoping this year they don't mess up Nicolas Cage's Dracula and Renfield coming out.
Yeah,
that's an interesting casting choice, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people are excited for that movie for sure.
That does look really fun from the trailers. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it looks like a good time. Well, thank you for the question, Drew. I've got Joe saying, does anyone else get annoyed in movies when an absolute feast gets made and no one even eats anything? Gets me so annoyed.
I think especially if you're hungry, definitely.
Yeah, it's. I think it's one of those kind of things where, like, you know, like when your food gets made for you, you're going to eat the food. Even if you're having like an argument, you're going to eat your food and then storm out the room. But like they just storm straight out the room. So, yeah, I can get where you come from. We've got Traction Star saying special hello for Playtendo.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. Hello.
Let's have a look. We've got Josh saying, I bet the wife is happy.
I bet she is.
It's the wine glass with the fruit shoot in it, isn't it, as well? It's just like making you look a bit more elegant. Like, oh, hello.
Well, hello there, Mrs. Traction Star.
Oh, man. And I think Traction's still here as well, so we'll see what he says. Josh says, I get annoyed in movies when they have a MacBook, but they have some Aldi brand phone. Pisses me off. Yeah, I've never understood that, why they get like a license for one thing, but not for the other thing.
Yeah.
Makes no
or
sense.
That Aldi brand phone makes the same noises as an iPhone, like the notifications and the bells. It's like, no, mate.
You see it a lot, especially in horror movies, I would say. See it a lot.
And in Sony films, they're always promoting their TVs and the phones.
Yeah.
They do, yes. View Drew says, I felt embarrassed for Sylvester Stallone being in Spy Kids because after seeing him in the Rocky and Rambo films, I said to myself, why Stallone? Why? Yeah, that's fair. Let's have a look. Josh says, speaking of getting rid of some Blu-rays, as my opinions on the ones I have changed a lot. It's just hard letting them go. I get judged for them too, so I kind of need to. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, man, you know, I wouldn't listen to anyone. If you want to keep your Blu-rays, keep your Blu-rays, you know?
It's your collection, mate. You keep what you want.
Yeah, the only reason I would ever
get rid of them, because there's been times where I've done that, where I've just thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm just taking the lot to CEX. And like, I'm not going to collect anymore. That's enough. I'm done. I'm getting too old for this shit. I take it all to CEX, and like a week later, I'm thinking, what did I do? Oh, I miss it. I miss my collection. I miss what I had. I miss looking at my entire library of movies, and you just miss it. And I'll never make that mistake ever again. So
yeah, and when you trade them in, you get like hardly nothing for them anyway.
No, absolutely.
No. What were you going to say, Norin, about? I think you.
I was like, if I ever did anything with my physical media where I wanted to like curate it and figure out what I was going to sell, is when it became like too much, like overwhelming. Like if I had like I'm spilling out everywhere and stuff. And I was like, oh, maybe I can probably get rid of this kind of thing. And sometimes when they upgrade, I don't mind if I get a 4K. I'll, trade in the Blu-ray, you know what I mean? Unless it has some kind of specific special feature or packaging, then I'll keep both of them.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean, but especially when it comes to the point where it's like just finding storage for it, because I know, especially like Pete and Mike, like you guys have huge collections, so I don't know how you guys find the space for it, to be honest.
There's always space somewhere.
Yeah.
I love how Norin just said. I love how Norin just said spilling out everywhere, because that's exactly what your action star's wife's doing now.
I tried to think what she's doing right now. She's like a dog on heat, Josh.
She's off, so.
Oh man. Josh, your wife gets more riled up than me.
Bye.
She'd be happy with videos, and she gets excited every time on the screen watches all of his videos he does. Don't play Nintendo, she's so hyped up now. Clean sheet.
Clean sheet.
Damn.
Oh man.
Not clean anymore.
No. Mike, I'm sorry for your return to Z Talks, man. It's gone X-rated since your last year. But we'll go back to some comments. We've got Jason saying, so sorry to miss Norin and Mike. I really wanted that Bruce Lee box set. Mike always shows those great kung fu movies that I want as well. Yeah. Mike, you always get some really interesting pickups as well.
Yeah, I'm really into like my sort of Asian cinema at the moment. I'll check anything out from like Hong Kong or Japan or South Korea. Just I really love all the type of movies that they do. So yeah, that's kind of the stuff that's interesting me the most at the moment.
No, yeah, I get you. Like, so the one thing I always appreciate though, Mike, is like with your collections, or when Pete gets his weekly and monthly pickups, and Norin and Andy forgotten all the movies. Especially when I watch your guys' streams on Wednesday, he's always talking like a massive range of movies I've never even heard of. And I'm just like, wow, like this sounds amazing. Or actually, no, this sounds crap, you know?
Yeah.
But your guys' like film knowledge is like absolutely insane. I love it.
Thanks, brother.
I'm sure when I'm on Pete's stream on Wednesday, the guys are going to be talking about loads of me. I'll be sat there like, don't know what this is.
Yeah.
So I'm being that boat. We've got here, Jason says, do you have a favorite biography or autobiography that you've read? I know Z-Man reads a lot of them. I would say my favorite was Michael J. Fox's first book, Lucky Man. Fantastic read about his life, about behind the scenes in Hollywood and stuff as well, and like kind of his addictions and stuff he went through. Great book. Do you guys have one?
I do. My favorite biography that I've read was Slash, the guitarist in Guns N' Roses. He's epic. He's brilliant. He like died like 3 times. Like he's just he's great. The amount of shit that guy put through his body is insane. But still managed to rip one of the greatest guitar solos of all time whilst a cigarette fell down his trousers and it was literally burning all his pubes, and he was still ripping this guitar solo just pure out of his mind. The guy was just nuts. Like if you read his biography, you know why he died 3 times. The guy's nuts. But he's very clean and sober now. But yeah, he's very, very, very interesting read. And if you like Guns N' Roses, it's a hell of a read. So
yeah, that sounds interesting, man. So I'd like to know more about him. I think that would be cool. I'm personally not a fan of Guns N' Roses, but I think with him though, that would be interesting.
yeah. And he's from the UK, which I didn't know. He's actually British.
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that. Oh, okay. That sounds like an awesome one, though.
He moved to LA when he was a kid. So, yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. See if it's on I wonder if he's done an audiobook for that at all.
I'm not sure. I brought the hardback when it first came out, and it was just amazing.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look. Pete, do you have one?
I haven't read nothing in years. I used to be a big reader, like reading all different books, but I never really got into autobiographies. Bizarrely and unfortunately, the only autobiography I read was James Corden's.
Oh no!
I actually had the book. I don't know why I read it, and I thought, what a load of shite I'm reading.
How have we gone from Slash to fucking James Corden?
I soon, trust me, I soon got rid of that book. I gave it away, put it in a charity shop. I think it was sold, and the minute I put it on the counter, somebody said, "Oh, I'll have that." I thought, yeah, you can have it.
You can have it.
Oh man, I love the contrast though with Slash and James Corden. I bet Pete's got it framed up on his wall behind him.
I bet he's got a big James Corden poster. Yeah.
Oh, not that prick.
Mike, what about you? Do you have one?
I don't think I do. I'm not much of a reader, to be honest. But when I want to know about someone, I tend to just go on their Wikipedia page and I'll just read through that instead. But yeah, I don't really tend to read that much.
Get you. Yeah, I don't blame you for going on Wikipedia and stuff like that. I usually check that sometimes, know about someone as well. It was an interesting question, this one, because I know when watching your guys stream on Wednesday, I think you guys had a question about reading books as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I thought, okay, interesting. And Norin, do you have one?
I think the only one I've read, because I typically only read Star Wars novels or horror novels and stuff like that. Those are typically the only ones I read. But I have read one, and it's Kurt Angle's autobiography, kind of about him being being an Olympic star and winning his 2 gold medals and breaking his neck and wrestling. Yeah, he broke his neck and he wrestled Brock Lesnar. Still, he's a monster. He's a machine. That guy.
Yeah, I bet his autobiography is interesting. Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories about him, especially when he was on Stone Cold's Broken Skull sessions and stuff. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, that was a great interview. That's one of my favorite shows, bro. Stone Cold is great. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's awesome.
100%. So thank you for the question, Jason. I got True Action Star says, will Playtender do a Valentine's Day stream? I know the wife would like that.
No.
Do you want to get one of those electric nipple tassels, Pete, that goes round and round? You know, one of those, and be like, "Good evening." This is the Valentine's special of the Playtender stream.
That sounds like something for an OnlyFans, not for a live stream.
And every time someone leaves a donation, you lose one item of clothing. Pete's wife will be like,
no,
making
we've
it
got a
rain.
stream on the 15th.
Well, we've got Joseph one saying, what are we doing for Valentine's Day, honey? We're going to watch Playtendo's live stream. Who said romance is dead? Oh, man. We've also got a final guest as well joining us for tonight. And that is the first time to the channel, and that is Fox. Hey, Fox.
Yo, hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. How's everyone else doing today?
Very solid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, man. You've pretty much caught us in the live stream here where it's starting to get X-rated talking here. So
Yeah, I saw.
we don't mind.
Kind of saw that.
Is that a
I mean, we've got
Watchman hoodie? Is that Watchman? Is that a Watchman hoodie?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
sweet. I am. I haven't seen the movie, but I got it the other day on Steelbook though.
Nice
Nice.
Steelbook.
Yeah, I got it from him. So, here's a quick story for you guys. So I know like Fox is a huge physical media collector as well, as you can tell by the background. I went and see CEX the other day, like the local one to me, and I've been like looking out for like Blu-ray Steelbooks and 4K ones, and that's when I got like the Watchmen ones. So I was like, oh, like have you got any more behind the counter and stuff? And the manager was like, oh no, like before Christmas we sent like 700 back to like the head office. I was like, oh man. I was good because I'm trying to keep a lookout for Matt to get like the Evil Dead one as well.
Bro, I'm still salty. I'm still salty as fuck.
I know, man. I know. Well, I got got Sleeping Beauty Mondo as well the other day. Didn't expect to see that at all in there. Yeah, I got a lot. But yeah, Fox, have you recently been getting any pickups?
For just like Blu-rays and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The most recent thing I got was the Black Panther on 4K, but no Steelbook. I didn't go to Best Buy for that one, but that's like the only thing I've gotten recently, like within the past week or so.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, because I know you usually do pickups on your channel and stuff as well, or like what you've been getting for that month. So
Yeah. I usually just do it like once a month. I usually do one of those.
Get yeah. Well, Fox, thanks for joining us, man, for this kind of last part of the stream.
Yeah, of course.
Do you want to just quickly introduce your channel and what you're about for anyone who doesn't know you?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. My name's Fox. I just like review new releases, and then I do Blu-ray hauls at the end of every month, and then I like doing franchise rankings too, where like I'll like when there's like a new entry in something, I like doing that. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. And yeah, man, and I know you've I've been dropping like a couple of videos recently as well. I managed to check out, and some I've got on watch later and stuff. Have you got any coming up?
I think the next thing I'm gonna do is a review for Ant-Man next week. And then probably the week after that, Cocaine Bear, probably, I think. So
yeah. Nice. Well, yeah, definitely go subscribe to Fox's. Link is down below in the description box as well. We have got a couple of other comments we'll just catch up on. We've got Josh saying, I'll be watching some Criterions I picked up recently. I still can't pronounce those two titles.
I can never pronounce titles of Josh.
Nah.
Stop being such an intelligent bastard, Josh.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, Josh, enjoy those Criterions, my friend. I don't know about them. Soph says, did you know CEX has an adult section? You have to go ask them.
Yeah.
That's bait. That's bait.
They do have a load of adult films. I worked there for a while, and yeah, you get brought in porno films.
Well,
they put them in. They put them in as TV documentaries. They do. They class them as documentaries.
Was it for research? For research purposes.
Yeah. I was like, somebody passed this on, and the front cover was this woman, and she had very big. Opened it up, and inside was a very dirty case and an even dirtier disc. Scanned the thing, and yeah, it went for like. They got about £8 cash for it, and they were selling it for like 30-odd quid. Got the sticker out, slapped it on, TV documentary. Wow, I've never seen that on the Wildlife Channel.
Wow, I did not know this about CEX, to be honest. This is new.
I am.
Yeah, so
I'm fuming with CEX and their stickers, bro. Trust me.
Oh, me too.
See that story that I posted the other day of that on that Steelbook.
Yeah.
It's like, bro.
Oh, it's awful. I mean, what like for you guys, like Fox and Norin, also you guys are in the States, so you probably haven't heard of CEX.
No.
So
Is that like
basically-
a video rental place?
Kind of.
It's a bit like your GameStop, but with Blu-rays as well and physical media.
Yeah, we used to have like Blockbuster and Family Video, but near where I live, but not for like the past few years since like streaming services kind of took over that stuff.
Yeah. It's like the only way I can describe it to you is a GameStop, but with physical media as well as games and consoles. Where GameStop will give you literally nothing. Our CEX will do the same. They literally give you pennies for your stuff.
When you like trade it in,
Yeah. But the thing is with like ours though is like they have like the worst stickers. So like that's one of their stickers right there. And like you go to peel off and like it'll just like tear the packaging and stuff. It's that bad.
Yeah.
So especially when you get like an expensive purchase though, it's nothing worse. Oh, it's collectible.
I brought Don't Worry Darling with Florence Pugh in it, and it had the sticker on it, and I just spent hours just trying to fucking get the residue off it. Oh my god! But what did they use? Cum?
They probably gave it a watch before they put the sticker on.
Oh man, yeah, it's bad. But I mean, do you guys have anything like that in the States where you like go trade in physical media and stuff like that?
The closest place to me is FYE. It's kind of a place where you can go and they have used ones and you can go trade in your stuff and everything. They got CDs, vinyls, Blu-rays, and DVDs and stuff.
We have an FYE near me. Also, you can do like half-price books. I think takes like used Blu-rays and stuff. But yeah,
I used to spend hours in For Your Entertainment in FYE in the Clearwater Mall in Tampa, and it's like HMV but like with pre-owned titles as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember them. So, do you guys remember when HMV used to do pre-owned games?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I got some really good deals there, and they used to give you a lot of money for trading in your games. I remember taking like 2 or 3 really old games and got about 50 quid for it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think they had a clue at the time when they were doing this. So then they thought, crap, we've lost the money.
No, I think they give you like 20 quid for Cooking Mama, and that game was cheap as hell.
The thing is, guys, if I lived in America, like I would just be skint all the time. But skint in American terms, broke. Because you guys just take the piss because you're like, right, there's a Best Buy exclusive. There's a fucking Target exclusive. There's a Walmart exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh my, just list goes on, and it's just like you're just buying each title. You're double dipping, triple dipping on each of the covers because I'm like that. I've just got to get all of them if I like the movie. So I would just be getting every single one of them, and it's just like, you know. Luckily for us, we don't have a Tesco's exclusive or an Asda exclusive or a Morrison's exclusive. We just have one edition sometimes, or a HMV exclusive sometimes. We might get HMV exclusive.
Doesn't happen often, though, does it?
No.
Like for example, like we got like for like when Terrifier 2 came out, we got like just like the standard just double pack, just normal Blu-ray. And you guys got some wacky like 4K big packaging boxes of that movie. And I was just like, I'm not buying that movie on physical media till we get a special packaging box in the UK.
Yeah, I ended up picking up the Steelbook. I just got the Steelbook one. I didn't get the 2-pack thing that came with like that had the flower glasses from the movie and like lobby cards and all kinds of stuff.
I mean that.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
Yeah, like you get like the Walmart exclusive Steelbook, and then like also like the 4K art.
Oh man,
wow!
Like, and then there's also like different art on just the normal Blu-ray one. Like every single version had different art on it.
Yeah.
Different Art the Clown or different artwork?
Both, I guess. Yeah.
That Terrifier steelbook though, Fox, that's awesome. We got nothing like that, so I'm kind of just thinking it's only a matter of time till we do.
Yeah,
So
and
kind of
the
hope
weird
now.
thing about the steelbook is that it was a Walmart exclusive, and Walmart like never does steelbooks or anything like that. Like it's usually the steelbooks are usually just Best Buy that does them. So that was pretty unique, I thought, especially for a movie like Terrifier 2 to get like the exclusive one.
There's been a lot of back and forth between the UK and America with like people come to us and say, like Americans come to us and say, guys, you're so lucky because you get like really easy access to boutique labels and we don't. And it's just like, yeah, but you guys in America get like so much cool shit. Like it might not be boutique stuff, but still, like I would rather go for like this Terrifier 2 still but 4K rather than a boutique label. I don't know. It's just like this swings and roundabouts. You guys get some awesome shit, and we get shafted majorly, like in this country when it comes to physical media. And you guys get all the cool Screen Factory editions, all the cool dude, like what I would give the Screen Factory label to come to the UK, I would just die.
Screen Factory is amazing. Like all their stuff is like top notch. Like they're
really nice. And there's
you
also
guys
Kino Lorber,
right?
they're good as well.
I know that the 2013 Evil Dead remake got a 4K from Screen Factory, and we haven't even got that yet. And it's just like, oh.
No, we haven't.
Is that the steelbook you had, Mike? For was it 4K?
No, I've got just regular Blu-ray. I think that's the closest we got. I think.
I think that was the first steelbook, when it came out.
Because I got the 4K for Evil Dead, but I didn't know if that was just like some different thing I missed.
No, you guys got the cool release. But yeah, I was a bit surprised there, Matt, because I didn't know that Screen Factory was just America only. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, you guys get some amazing stuff through that, and I'm just like that Friday the 13th box set. It's amazing.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
Screen Factory and Shout Factory do some really cool releases, and we get shafted on here. If you want it, you can get it, but you're paying out the arse for the import tax and stuff like that. It's just, it's ridiculous.
This might be a silly question, but do you guys have Best Buys over in UK?
No.
Oh
no.
Dang.
No, but we have HMV and you guys don't, so that's our baby. That's our saving grace for the UK. Is HMV. If you look on my Instagram, I've got videos of me doing like little like walkabouts with the so like you'll see we got physical media for days, and it's so sad when I watch your guys' videos. I watch American blue tubers on YouTube, and I see some of your videos, and it makes me sad because I remember going into a Best Buy and it was stacked like years ago with physical media, but there's like one aisle now of like 4Ks, and you might have a standee with some 4Ks on, but like nothing compared to what you'd see in a HMV now. You walk into a HMV, it's stacked full of physical media. It's beautiful, but America, I've noticed they're just sort of cutting it right down with physical media now, and it's so sad to see.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. I was going to ask Mike, because I know you went to America last year, right?
Yeah.
Did you get to go to many stores that had physical media at the time?
The only one I went to, it was like an independent store. So it was like a record store, but they did have physical media there. And to be fair, they had some really cool stuff that you just wouldn't get in the UK. There was like a lot of Scream Factory releases, like Kino Lorber, like all that kind of stuff. And whilst I was there, I had to pick some of them up. Like that was my opportunity. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god! I bet you, Jesus! I would be walking around with a stiffy all day, man, in that shop, man.
I went back to that shop like 5 or 6 times. Like I went like so many times. I just kept going back.
Oh man, that's awesome though. But yeah, I'll be looking out for your guys' physical media videos I used to do every month though, because I always like seeing them. Like Matt like you guys in America will be like, oh wow, what's this? You guys have got, we haven't got, you know.
I know. It breaks my heart as well. I'm just like, I really want that audition. It's like when Fox just now showed that Terrifier 2 still book. I'm like, bruh, like I would, yeah, I'd give my left nut for that. Like,
yeah, I'm waiting for Scream Factory announced they're doing People Under the Stairs in 4K.
Yes,
and I love that movie. That's one of my favorite Wes Craven movies.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic movie. I remember watching that as well when I was younger as well, so I really enjoyed that movie. I saw that and I was like, well, there's another 4K we're not getting in the UK.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a couple of other comments. We'll see. We'll catch up on those very quickly. Josh says James Gunn was going to be in The Whale. Volkanovski came in and put Fraser in because I'm not ready to see him win anything. Yeah, I'm glad he wasn't in The Whale either. And Jackson says The Whale was great. Not seen it yet. Josh said didn't like The Whale. The writer tried to compare himself to the writer of Moby Dick, which came across so self-indulgent. Soap says Fox, I love your Watchmen hoodie.
Thank you.
And Josh is saying Star Fox.
No, I don't even know what game that's from, but I've heard it so many times. But I don't play that many video games, so I'm
where
kinda
does
in the dark on that
where
one.
does your name come from?
The TV show X-Files.
Oh,
like
nice.
the main character's name's Fox, so that's like my mom's favorite show of all time. So,
oh, that's awesome.
Nice. Well, we've got two action stars saying the wife said hello, Fox.
Well, hello, True Action Star's wife.
Oh, she's just gushed everywhere, man. Especially with the accent, with the American accent, she's creamed, man.
Well, we've got two action saying does Playtendo have a video in the CX documentary DVD? Oh, man.
Pete, I think it's about time you start an OnlyFans, mate.
It seems like I'll be sorted for life with True Action Star's wife.
Yeah, that's it.
Last time I checked True Action Star wife, nope.
There's some special videos on his Patreon.
And he says, I'm off now, lads, so good night, and especially Playtendo. Well, thanks for tuning in, man.
No.
Take care, man.
Tell your wife we said goodbye as well.
Yeah.
No, Miss Action Star.
Miss Action Star.
So says I can't watch X-Files. I've heard it's got a lot of flashing lights. I have photosensitivity. Is that the case, Fox?
Honestly, I've never watched the X-Files, so I mean, I probably will at some point. I feel like I kind of have to at some point in my life, but haven't.
But it's a tribute to your mum, isn't it? That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, well, we're pretty much going to be wrapping up here because we're caught up with all the comments. But firstly, I just want to thank Matt from Vengeance for coming back, Pete from Playtendo, Fox for jumping in, Mike from Cinema Axeman, and Norin. Very quickly, I'm going to go through round one of each one of you guys. Mike, what have you got coming up on your channel?
Good question. I'll just see what happens. I do want to maybe do a video tomorrow, but at this point in time, I don't know what it will be about. But I will try and figure that out tomorrow. But other than that, I've got the streams with Pete, of course, every Wednesday night. And then I'll have like pickups videos. I might do some rankings, maybe some unboxings on some of because I do have some Blu-rays coming in the next few weeks. So I might do some unboxing videos. But yeah, at the moment, I'm not too sure. But yeah, we'll see.
Sweet. Yeah, well, so please go subscribe to Mike and whatever videos he's got coming out or whatever video he decides to shoot tomorrow if he does one. You will see that in the channel. And yeah, he does do a live stream with Pete every Wednesday with co-host Andy from Forgotten World of Movies. So definitely go support the guys. And yeah, Norin, what have you got coming up?
Oh, I'm still trying to figure out my whole like introducing my YouTubers to or my subscribers to like my music taste. So I've been kind of going like as a kid, as a teen, as an adult, young adult, like what I kind of listened to when I discovered things. And then I just picked this up from used from Savers, which is like a store out here where they sell used stuff. And this is West Side Story, the 2 discs, and it has like a book in here with all the songs in it and everything. So I'll be unboxing, kind of going over this thing. Plus, I used to own that too, so it's really fun that I found it again.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. And obviously, like introducing music to your channel is something different as well. Because for anyone who doesn't know, Norin's a huge horror fan and comes a lot on it on his channel. Also, recently did a video on unpopular opinions on horror as well.
Yeah, I had some crazy comments for that one because I knew people would come at me for the Jaws thing because I'm like Jaws. I just don't think it's the best shark film, and I've never been a huge fan of Jaws. So, and my wife's the exact opposite. She loves it, and the characters, the writing, everything about it.
Yeah, get yeah. Okay, well, Norin, while you're on here, what would you say is the best shark movie then?
Oh, for me, it's The Shallows. For me, if I had Jaws and The Shallows right here next to me, I would choose The Shallows to watch before Jaws any day.
Yeah, interesting pick, man. So yeah, so go subscribe over to Norin. Go check out his unpopular opinions of horror and form your own opinion and comment on the video. Fox, what have you got coming up?
Next week I'm going to review Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And then the week after that, I'm probably gonna end up reviewing Cocaine Bear. And then I think sometime in this month I'm gonna be able to check out the Winnie and Pooh Blood and Honey, so I might squeeze in a review for that. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, awesome, man. Well, definitely check out Fox as well. I can't say Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is any good, but I hope you might enjoy it more than I did anyway.
Yeah, I haven't watched a trailer or anything. I just kind of know what the premise is, and I asked my dad if he wanted to go see it with me. So I don't know. It'll be a fun experience, I hope.
Yeah, it'll be a cool experience with your dad, I think. So yeah, please go subscribe to Fox. And Pete, what have you got coming up?
For me, I've got an 88 films bundle coming up. Probably get that up next week, and I've also got another haul video to come out. And then we've got the stream on Wednesday night where you'll be joining Mike, and we'll have Nigel from Rock God. So that's going to be a lot of fun that night.
That's going to be carnage, man.
It is. It is. Hopefully, it'll be another 8 to 9 hour stream. Are you up for that, Mike?
I might be able to stay for about 4 or 5 because I'll have work the next day.
Yeah.
But I'll try my best.
It'd be a pleasure to have you back on the stream, mate. You've been missed.
Yeah, we'll be good to be back, and especially with Nige as well. He's always a laugh as well.
Oh, he is.
So yeah, definitely go check out Pete. And Pete, I don't know if it's going to be coming on your channel, but the other day I think I saw you got a package from Nintendo. Is that right?
Yeah. I got like a box of loads of stuff, like promotional stuff from Nintendo. So I probably will do an unboxing for that because I did one last year and that did pretty well. So I'll probably do that as well.
Sweet. Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, what's it been getting from Nintendo? I'm dying to know.
Yeah, I'll probably shoot that tomorrow or at the weekend and upload it next week. I think that'll be a fun video.
Yeah, I think that'll be awesome. So yeah, so go subscribe over to Pete. I will be on the live stream Wednesday with Mike from Cinema Axeman, and you've got all the movies and Night Rock God. And Matt, finally for yourself, what have you got coming up on like TikTok or Instagram that you're working on?
Wow, you can expect an interview slash. Well, it's not really an interview; it's more of a discussion with Danielle Wild, which is Scott's cousin. About Scream. So we're going to be talking about Scream, and we're going to talk about our predictions for Scream 6. That's with T Shizzle, Mike as well, and Danielle and Scott might jump on as well. So that's going to be awesome. That's going to be lots and lots of fun. We're also going to be talking about her condition called endo. I can't pronounce the full name, but I know it's a condition that she suffers with. So we're going to be sort of doing some awareness talking on that as well. And then next week we have an actual review / interview with Brittany Butler, who was a contestant on the season 7 of The Voice in the US. But she's like a die-hard Titanic fan, so we're going to break down Titanic 3D 4K.
Nice.
And then we got some stuff planned in April that I've got to keep hush-hush at the moment, but that's going to be literally mind-blowing, and I can't believe they agreed to it. So that's going to be really, really exciting for the Instagram page. And yeah, it's just focusing on hauls. I've been hauling like crazy recently. So yeah, I just put some new hauls up. Just more collecting, more posts, more lives, and if you guys like the banter and the energy, you can find me at Vengeance Media, because there's plenty more. Where that come from? So, and I couldn't do it without my amazing co-host Mike as well. He's just one of the most nicest guys you can meet. So yeah, I love him to pieces. So
yeah, he seems like an awesome guy when I've seen like you guys on lives, and obviously
he was on Pete's stream last night.
Yeah, he was. He's a pleasure to chat to. He's a great guy. I remember he came on for the last stream when you come on, Matt, and that was his first stream, wasn't it? I think, or his second.
Yeah,
stream?
I don't suppose you mind me saying this, but when we first started doing the lives and on Instagram and that, he was very quiet. He was like really timid, really shy, really, and that now you just can't get him shut up. He loves it. He messages me now and says, "Oh, Matt, do you want to go live tonight for a random live?" I was like, "Yeah, go for it." He just loves it. So, I like to think I helped bring him out of his shell, and he's just loving it now. He's just like, yeah, like you say, he's one of those guys that wouldn't say boo to a goose. He's such a humble, sweet guy, and I'm really lucky to call him a friend. So, yeah.
He seems like a
and
cool guy.
You guys can find him at T Shizzle on Instagram as well. So yeah.
Well, I've left a link to Matt's Instagram in the description box below, so you could also find Matt T Shizzle through there as well. But I think I can probably say for all of us, like through doing YouTube, we've gained more confidence through doing this, which has been awesome. So again, I just want to thank Matt, Pete, Fox, Mike, Norin, and all my guests who were on earlier as well. And until next time, we will see you later. So see you everyone.